With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, repairing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because the squad can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. It's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun is shy or scant to see if hours making feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a bike, pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react, but isn't actor as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teacher's nearly over and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and once again I forgot to set the source for the full screen mode, my bad. Give me a second. Oh, there we go, now you guys can see the screen. So hey guys, King Jad here, welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Friday the 29th of December 2023. We are very nearly towards the end of the entire fucking year 2023, and I think it's not been a terrible fucking year. I think it's been quite a decent year, all things considered. Certainly fucking better than 2020. I mean, the less about 2020, the fucking better 2020 was a nightmare year, as most of you will fucking remember. Less said about that, the bit better. But yeah, Phil Burnell is back as well from his precious fucking day off, and he seems to be in some sort of joyful mood. As he says, like, everyone had a great Thursday, he's ready to jump into a new year-ending week and all that jazz. Big fucking deal. For me personally, this is my penultimate bingo stream. I will return on Sunday the 31st of December for the final Hogmanay special final bingo stream. And yeah, in case people are wondering what Hogmanay is, it is what the Scottish call December 31st. Basically, we celebrate the very last day of the year by, you know, just obviously enjoying a whole bunch of snacks and drinks and all that jazz. Maybe ringing the new year with a few more drinks and snacks as well and all that jazz. There's a few traditions as well tied to it, you know what I mean, like first footing and all that jazz, you know what I mean. I've gone over it before in the past. If you're kind of curious about the Hogmanay traditions, I do welcome you to look up yourself and see sort of things that we kind of do when Hogmanay comes around. But I'll say that's fucking, that's a whole, it's almost like, it's so far away, it's so far in distance and future away, you know what I mean. Today is not Hogmanay, today is the 29th of December, and today it is Friday. Thank fuck it's Friday, I get to be off work again for a few more days and all that jazz, cool stuff indeed. There's not much to actually go over from what Phil did, you know, and everything that happened, you know, before he was off. Once again, he had somebody save the Baldur's Gate stream by having a tip that gave him just enough money to hit the $100 mark. It is clear that there's kind of some sort of attention waning on the Baldur's Gate free streams, and it's also kind of clear that there's one particular person who is desperate to maintain the hat goal is kept for Baldur's Gate free. It's a very strange situation going on where somebody seems hell-bent on ensuring that Phil Burnell does not drop the game due to severe lack of hat goals being hit. So it looks like there's somebody, he has some sort of guardian angel over his shoulder tipping him constantly to make sure Baldur's Gate 3 maintains triple digits per stream, just to try and maybe just to make sure it doesn't fucking get wage quit or something, who knows. The night streams, of course, not very popular. Most of his night streams lately have not been very popular whatsoever, so it is what it is. Boo fucking whoever Phil. And as I said, I was going to go over what Phil's, I've not seen Phil's daily crap yet, not seen any of it. I have skimmed through it for thumbnails, and that is where the thumbnail got for today came from, for the bingo. but I've not actually heard any of his daily crap yet from after I finished gameplay on the Thursday. Sorry, on the Wednesday, sorry. So I'm kind of curious myself, 8.5 minutes long. Kind of curious to see what he's got to say. And the title of it, the fucking daily crap was Tech Difficulties, Swamp Fun in BG3 for a ton of melee and Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. So yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what Phil had to say that could last fucking almost 10 minutes of him on his daily crap.
Well, good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 27th of December, 2023. What a good streaming week this was. The holiday week was very special, having multiple special events, including
Thank you very much to Medusa Jr. for the super chat, who says, get laved, Cobes and Clint. And I have no idea. I assume you mean like Cobes as in, you know, that weird little fucking, you know, he's a loco himself, you know what I mean? I think he's drinking himself to death or something, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not very familiar with that particular aspect of loco, I must say. But yeah, I've certainly heard of him, of course, you know what I mean? But yeah, don't know if Clint is though. Oh, his father, Brian Jones, is telling me, Brian Jones is saying King Cobra. I had a feeling it was Cobra. I had no idea his father was called Clint, though. The more you fucking know. There you go. But cheers, Medusa Jr. for super chat. Personally, as I said, I don't pay too much attention to these other lolcows. Cobra, to me, is just too fucking weird. But that's just my own personal preference. I know some people are curious themselves and they kind of keep tabs on these things, each to their own. But for me, he doesn't do it for me. What can I say?
I almost said the Halloween marathon. Wow. The Christmas marathon, the Christmas Eve episode of DSP versus the Internet. Kind of the fun post-Christmas vibes, everyone coming by and hanging out the last 2 days. It was just a really good week. I want to say thank you all because this week went well, and because of it going well for me, I was able to take that time off Sunday night and all day Monday and spend it with my wife and not have to worry. Not have to be like, oh no, now because I didn't work for 2 days, now things are set back or anything like that. You know, it's been rough this year ever since that last week of October where that happened. But you guys were awesome this week. I really, really appreciate all of you coming out, hanging out, and supporting everything that I did. Today, which is my final consecutive streaming day of the week, we did a chill podcast, although today was like technical difficulties day. So yesterday, as I told you, I had problems with my printer. Good news is I got the printer working right after last night's Daily Wrap, and I was like, oh, so it won't be a big deal. You know, now I'll be able to have a good day ahead with no problems. Yeah, right. So one of my Like a Dragon Gaiden videos from last night, part 27, refused to go live on YouTube. I uploaded it twice, and each time it would upload to 55% and then stop. And I don't know if it's a YouTube issue or not, because I can watch that video in its entirety right now on my PC, and there's no problems with it. So I don't know if YouTube just doesn't like this video. This has happened only a small handful of times before, where a video just refused to be fully uploaded to YouTube, like it wouldn't accept it, it would just freeze. The good news is I was able to get the video eventually. What I did is I edited it out of the raw archive stream from last night, and it did go live maybe a few hours ago. So if you missed part 27 of Like a Dragon Gaiden, it's live now. I'm sorry it took so long. That was definitely some weird thing on the side of YouTube. Baldur's Gate 3 this morning was fun. Instead of continuing on in the Underdark, which we did all last stream, we decided to go topside instead, and I had options of directions to go, so I went south to the swamp, and we did this whole swamp exploration. We found some awesome, interesting stuff there. There was a cool, epic plot line with the hag, the swamp hag, and basically we finished it. We got to like the very end of it. We still have like a little bit of like epilogue of how to wrap it up, but we got through an epic boss fight and all this stuff. It went really well. It was fun. I mean, I messed up a bunch. It was funny to see me like flub it, but still kind of make it through. Went really well. I hope you will give it a look. It was very entertaining. And I want to say thank you because here we are, you know, now I would say what, like 24 hours into Baldur's Gate 3, and you guys are still continuing to show up, engage, and support with those streams. The views on YouTube have trailed off, which I very much expected. I did not think that an RPG of this stature or length was going to consistently have insane views, okay? What I'm noticing is that, you know, over a few days, they still get anywhere from 400 to say 700, 800 views, but they definitely have trailed off. I mean, you're talking the playthrough started with 7,000, and now it's all the way down to only a few hundred per part. Ultimately, people will probably watch the playthrough in its entirety, but it's going to be hundreds of parts, and it's to be expected with a playthrough. Again, any RPG that's lengthy, this always happens. You know, keep in mind, we're 24 hours into this. What are we, like a quarter into the game? While other games, for example, like a Dragon Gaiden, we're like 27 hours in, it's about to end. So there you go. It's a big commitment, right? But had great fun today. Thank you all for still showing up and supporting. I'm keeping with my promise that as long as you did that you showed up and engaged and helped me with the playthrough and made it entertaining and you supported it as a daytime stream, that I would keep playing it, and I'm going to stick to that, okay? So tonight was Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. As I've told everyone, I like having different multiplayer in the schedule for variety, but I did feel like I should significantly scale down Modern Warfare because, number one, I just don't like the Warzone. I tried it. I think it's shit. I really do. I think it's boring. And the multiplayer is fun, but it's chaotic, and it's to the point where we know it doesn't work right. Like, there's videos about it. We watched a video together on my React show on Sunday. Someone actually showing concrete evidence that Activision Blizzard patented technologies to make it unfair. That you'll win 1 or 2 matches well, you'll play really well, and then the next match, it will purposefully nerf you. It'll actually have a technology in it to say, oh, this time, your bullets aren't as effective. The other character, you know, is getting an advantage over you. Or if you're really dominating a match, all of a sudden, it starts inserting bots into the match that are crazy overpowered that just knock the match back. It does it on purpose. It doesn't want you to constantly be dominating, because if you do, you'll feel too powerful and you won't want to play anymore. Oh, there's nothing left to do. It creates artificial difficulty to try to hook the player, in the hopes that the player will keep playing and maybe, you know, buy content. I want something to do, so you can buy a season pass, buy the battle pass, whatever it may be, right? It's stupid the game does that, but now that it's doing it, it's hard for me to get as upset because I know it's in there. So, for example, that's exactly what happened tonight. There were some, by the way, I swapped out. I'm not doing dual Renettis anymore. Instead, I'm using a Harambe melee attack again.
Did you just say Harambe? Rest in peace, never forget.
Use it for the first time tonight, and actually, it's really good. It's insta-kill, and it's really fast. Only problem is it's a little bit short range, but worked pretty well tonight. I actually got my first ever quad kill. I went zoop, 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 killed 4 people in a row. I've never done that before. So it went really well, and some kill streaks, some fun stuff, but not every match. It was like 1 or 2 good matches, 1 or 2 bad matches, and it kind of alternated, and you just can't help that. That's how they designed the game. But still, it was fun. Now, are a ton of people coming out to watch these? No, maybe like 300. Are a ton of people supporting them? No, but we got a decent amount of tips tonight, so I'm thinking what I should do is keep it in the rotation maybe once a week, so that way we have that variety of multiplayer. I think keeping Street Fighter 6 in there at least once a week, maybe twice, and then Call of Duty maybe once is a good variety of multiplayer for the week, so that they're not stagnant or boring, okay?
Thank you very much. I'm just Junior for a super chat. It says, my business PC, 10 years old and don't clean. My job. Yeah. I mean, it sums up perfectly. Phil, this is Phil's business. This is his livelihood. Like, he needs, if his PC doesn't work, he cannot work. He needs to fucking have a computer to do his fucking job. And yet, the fucking lack of care. Oh, I should punch my fucking microphone and fucking angry. Sorry. The lack of care he has for the equipment he needs to do his fucking job is absolutely insane. You think he'll take better care of the consoles he fucking has instead of just leaving it on all the time or in sleep mode. You think he'll turn his fucking PC off once he's finished using it instead of leaving that shit on all day, every fucking day for several fucking days in a row. You think he would look into trying to maybe upgrade his hard drive or whatever, trying to replace certain aspects of his fucking computer. But no, he doesn't. He fucking doesn't do that. It's just like, today, for me today, even though what I do here for you guys in streams, I don't do it because I have to do it, obviously. I enjoy doing it, and Bingo has become quite fun. But I got myself new RAM, okay? It arrived today. I've not installed it yet, but this is what I'm thinking though. In order to try and provide a better streaming experience for you guys, I want to be able to try and make sure I have that available to me. So I've got new RAM. I'm going to try and get it installed over the next couple of days or whatever, and hopefully it'll all go well. It's just, obviously, it's right. I've always had a bit of a fear about trying to fucking tinker with the PC in case I break something because of my fucking dumbass big fat fucking hands just breaking shit. But yeah, Phil though, it doesn't do this shit. He's like, he doesn't think to himself, how can I fucking make my experience, you know, my streams better for my audience. He's all about himself. If things are working, that's all that fucking matters for Phil. He doesn't think ahead about trying to fucking make it a better experience for his fucking audience. And it's up to the audience to fucking give him a new capture card, a new webcam, LEDs, not a shit. Thank you very much to Kill Edson for the super chat. It says, this is why I don't play COD. I prefer games like Halo, because everybody starts off with the same weapon. And powerful weapons are available through pickup. No, there we go. Yeah. Was that saying a wee square objective or something? They start off with the same weapon objective and powerful weapons are available for pickup. Yeah, exactly. I mean, one of the most famous multiplayers in the world are, is Halo. You know, Halo multiplayer was revolutionary as far as I can tell. You know, I mean, so many people played it back in the fucking day. So many people enjoyed it because it was just done so fucking well. Whereas the playing field was quite fucking even. So, like, Diablo Lord of Darkness is watching well with family. I'll try and mind my fucking language. I do apologise. But back in the fucking day, though, everyone fucking loved playing Halo for sure. And multiplayer as well, especially. You know, these days, it's like, oh, there's aim assist or whatever, and there's like auto balancing and all that jazz. It's kind of crazy for sure. But yeah. But, back to what I was saying earlier on, Phil just neglects taking care of the equipment he has at his disposal. It's never about trying to make things better for his audience, it's all about himself. taking care of number one. Like, the television Phil plays his fucking games on doesn't affect the audience, it'll affect him. And if I fucking had a special stream dedicated to fucking picking a new TV, and having the audience fucking pay for it as well, on top of that, and they fucking just using Amazon fucking payment plan anyway, it's unreal. The lack of care he has towards his audience and thinking what's best for them knows no bounds. He's only playing Baldur's Gate 3 because it's still fucking maintained a high level of support. He probably would have dropped that shit by now if it wasn't getting the regular kind of support it was getting, and he's playing again today because of that. He knows it's doing well financially, and so he's going to keep trying to milk his fans for all they're fucking worth.
So, overall, great streaming week. Remember, there is content everywhere. There's Baldur's Gate 3, right? There is Street Fighter 6. There's Modern Warfare 3. There's Like a Dragon Gaiden, and there's the Christmas Marathon and the React Show. So there's content all over my channels. If you missed it because you were busy during the Christmas holiday, get caught up. I am not here tomorrow. All right, it's my day off. I have to run a lot of errands and do a lot of stuff now to catch up and prepare for the new year. So it'll be a busy day for me. But then when I come back on Friday, it's going to be Baldur's Gate 3 again on the first stream. And Friday Night Fights, Street Fighter 6 with more Blanca this time on the late stream. I'm undecided if we should go Blanca ranked or if we should go Blanca custom matches, or if you guys want to see Lily return, I'm okay with that too, but we'll do custom matches. Like, I'll do a night of just custom matches with Lily. I haven't played with her in a while, so I'd have to get back.
So is Phil like live yet, or am I? No, he's not live yet. Okay, my bad. I mean, he's a bit later than usual, so it just kind of surprised me. Also, this fucking face.
Into the swing of things, but if I played custom matches just like I did with Blanca, I could probably get back into it. And I actually miss Lily. I like the character a lot. Sucks that she's not good, and I know I'm gonna lose a lot. But let me know what you think. You want to see Lily or Blanca Friday night? Give me your feedback, okay? And then this week, the whole goal this week coming up is to finish RoboCop Rogue City, to finish Like a Dragon Gaiden, which could very much finish this week, to get as further in as a Baldur's Gate 3 as I can, and basically do some variety to prepare, because the week after, the first full week of January, are going to be my year-end series, including Game of the Year awards, Most Disappointing Games Countdown, and for the first time ever, your viewers' choice best playthroughs of the year. But then when that's done, we're going to start new games, whether that's Resident Evil 0, which it seems like a lot of people are interested in Resident Evil 0 Remaster, or Sea of Stars, a game that I've wanted to play ever since it came out during the summer on Game Pass. It actually won Indie Game of the Year at the Game Awards, so I'm very interested in that. So, good stuff coming once we wrap up these playthroughs, all right? Should be a great week. And once again, one more final time, thank you for your support this week. I really appreciated it because I really enjoyed spending time with my family, and thank you for allowing me to do that, all right? I'm out of here. I will see you all on Friday for the beginning of another awesome streaming week, the final week of the year. Thanks, guys.
Fuck off, you fucking dick. Anyway, that was Phil's fucking daily crap, and yeah, not much to really fucking, learn from it, in my opinion. Just Phil thanking his audience for being dumb as hell to keep throwing him fucking money all the goddamn time. And yes, by the way, we have otters as well. We have otters if we need them. Because Phil will be too goddamn toxic today. We are at the Monterey Bay Aquarium today. We're back at Monterey Bay. The Vancouver Aquarium is getting cleaned out again, so it's just a big empty fucking pool. So yeah, we went to Monterey Bay. Even though it's not as good as view of the otters as Vancouver provides, it's still, there's still at least better than nothing, this otters on the grand time. Phil's going live right now, fantastic stuff indeed. So let me just put that little some bit on pause, and let's put it on 1.25 speed as well, and we can get Bingo all prepared and set up for us all to enjoy. Now, before we even continue, before we even go on, there is one thing I need from you guys, and that is a number. The first number in chat I see with what I use for today's bingo card. So no pressure, but pick a good one. Bacon picked 7. Oops, I picked in Heather by mistake, but Heather, you're second. Bacon beat you to the punch, and Bacon said 7, so we're going to go number 7-3. So no pressure, Bacon, but this better be good. There we go. So that's the bingo card we have for today's show, courtesy of Bacon picking 7. Cool stuff indeed. So, the bingo card we have today is as follows. We've got Phil to stand up, him saying support, him saying that being said, shout out to that being said, him using hateful slurs, and him touching his ear. The second row is Phil saying community, him doing some scat talk, him saying friend, in fact, and goal. The third row is Phil saying example, him touching his eye, him being all victim mode, him laughing, and him saying day off. The fourth row is Phil saying business, good news, him butchering a word, him giving a leaning band to somebody, and him saying I would argue. And the fifth and final row is Phil pointing at a text on the screen, him saying unique, absolutely, him repeating the same point constantly, and finally him saying Twitter or X. So there we go indeed. That's today's bingo card, robust as all hell. I think you will all agree. Now of course the aim of the game is to try and get 25 out of 25 on the bingo card you see before you on the screen, but to make sure you're eligible to win a prize on the bingo card you see, you've got to make sure that you've left a comment on a community post which is linked in the description of this live stream right fucking here. If you've never left a comment on that community post at all, then you're not eligible to win a prize. prize. If you want to win a prize for us getting a full house 25 out of 25 on this card, you must leave a comment and your name will be added to the list of potential winners. And we pick winners by playing a robust game of marbles. The first marble to finish gets to fucking win the prize. So it's a very fair way to decide things, in my opinion. Of course, there's a variety of ways for us all to get free spaces for a bingo card you see before you as well. For example, if Phil snorts 20 times or burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that will give us all a free space. If Phil gets 100 likes from his audience and blows bubbles for his den heads before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that too will give us all a free space. And finally, if we get 100 likes on this very bingo stream right here before we finish playing bingo, not only does that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the bubbles animation, that Pixar animation, so very kind of made for us all to enjoy to celebrate hitting 100 likes. And that bubbles animation is superb, if I do not say so myself. It is an excellent animation, and we all enjoy seeing it. So make sure, one of the ways you guys are in direct control free spaces is liking the stream. So 100 likes, free space, as well as getting to enjoy that bubbles animation. We've already got 37 likes so far. God damn, right on halfway there. Anyway, Agent Proper still sulking because of the wins at marbles. Agent Proper, I have never won at marbles either. You've actually came closer than I have to ever winning at marbles. You came second one time, which is basically saying you were first loser, or whatever. But at least you were in contention one time. I've never been that close in my opinion, so there we go. But who knows? Today could be a day. Today could be a day where you win, or I win, or maybe somebody else will win at all. Who knows? But fact of the matter is marbles. Anything can fucking happen. Who fucking knows? But let's not waste any more time. Let's just crack on with the bingo. Let's crack on with the show. Apparently Phil's got a long intro today, so we're just gonna play again. Okay, yeah, there we go, and then we can just click here. Oh god damn, Phil's fucking face. Fuck off. Anyway. Good luck everyone, here we fucking go.
Good morning, everybody.
What the fuck is he fucking wearing? The fuck? I've only got one thing to say about that.
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
God damn.
Welcome to the show. It's the Level 1 Podcast. I'm DSP, and this is the beginning of the final week of the year. Today is Friday, the 29th of December, 2023, and things are still merry and bright around here. I don't know about you. I know that Christmas is come and gone, and we're now heading into the end of the year. In fact, this Monday coming up will actually be the new year of 2024.
Oh, hold on a second. We need to change the bingo background picture because we had that for our last bingo card. So we need to randomize again. I'll do 5 times. I'll randomize 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we had that one recently as well. Him drinking the cup. Okay, there we go. We'll leave it there. That'll be our bingo background for today's game. I'm pretty sure that's the pig. The big inflatable pig playing a game.
But around here, we stay festive. The snow keeps falling, and the vibes stay chill. So I welcome you all to the show. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well, and I hope that you had a great day yesterday. Remember, I was not here yesterday, because it was my day off for the week, which was well received. How can I say? Basically, it was a good day because after the vibes of the holiday week, as much as the holiday week was good, basically it kind of threw things into disarray. You know, having the special holiday marathon, the half day for Christmas Eve or whatever. Now heading into this week, it'll be a normal week, right? No crazy stuff out of the ordinary. It's a normal week of full streaming, finishing up playthroughs. No, I don't do anything crazy for New Year's. Trust me, after all the things that we do for Christmas and the like, it's good to not do anything special for New Year's, but instead have a normal week. However, that doesn't mean there's nothing special coming, because the week after is my year-end series, which we're going to talk about a good amount today. In fact, burger. Did I set this up? Yes, I did. So I can use that later. Good, because I couldn't remember if I set that.
You guys want to see the spoiler? What Phil set up? You want to see what he did? Ta-da! Who in the fuck made that shit? That is garbage. Holy crap, man. Jesus, man, that is just, it's so bad. It's not even lined up that well. That is not. They tried to make his fucking face as gold as a, fuck off. Just fuck off.
Yes, I did. So I can use that later. Good, because I couldn't remember if I set that up or not. So, yeah, good stuff going on. And of course, when we're starting up a new week, it's always good to reassess where exactly we are with everything, so you guys can know what exactly to expect in the coming week. And then to talk a little bit about gaming news. We got a little bit of news to talk about today, not too much. a brief Phil's Day Off segment. As we are fast approaching 2024, I'd like to give you a few teasers of a couple of things that may be coming. One of which I probably can fully talk about today because it's something that's all, in the realm of my control and something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I'm just trying to figure out how to work it into my schedule, essentially. But yeah, let's talk, shall we? Let's have a good podcast today, and after that, we roll more into Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm actually really excited for today's Baldur's Gate 3 stream because of what happened on Wednesday, which we're about to talk about, so here we go. All right, so before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's scoot back, and let's talk about what happened on Wednesday streams, so everyone is aware of where we are and what's going on. So, on Wednesday, we had a fun full stream of Baldur's Gate 3. Last week, even though it was a holiday week, I still played 9+ hours of Baldur's Gate. I told you guys I was committing to that being the major stream for like the next month, and I didn't want to cut back on the amount of gameplay I was doing of it. I wanted to keep that momentum going. What ended up suffering last week definitely was RoboCop. We didn't play RoboCop at all last week as a result of the holiday. But now we're going to roll further into it, and this week, we'll talk about that in a second, how we're going to probably try to wrap it up this week. But anyway, so Wednesday was a major stream of Baldur's Gate 3, and basically, the stream before, I totally explored the Underdark for 3 hours. And I really enjoyed it, and it was challenging, and I was getting all these cool items and things, and everyone was enjoying it, but they were like, technically, that's not really the order that the game intends you to do, although the fun thing about Baldur's Gate 3 is that you could kind of do it in any order. But the concern was that if I continued in the Underdark and kept going down there, that I was going to end up jumping like ahead of where the game really intended me to go story-wise, and then by the time that I backtracked to do the other story I had kind of skipped, I would be way too powerful, and things wouldn't be very challenging. It would just be like a steamrolling, which I guess is fine, but I don't really know how entertaining that would be, right? I really don't know how entertaining it would be for just me to steamroll the whole thing. And I'll be honest, Underdark is fun, but it does seem like a giant area of exploration and fighting tough enemies, but it doesn't necessarily seem like there's a lot of story down there, right? Or maybe what it was is that I'm there too early, so there's no story down there. So last time around, I opted and said, instead of doing more Underdark, let's go back to the surface of, the world. Let's explore further, because we already had other missions to do up there, so let's just check those out. We can always go back to Underdark, because I have a fast travel point down there. So, that's what we did. And we headed southward, which was an area that was a swamp. And in this swamp, we found a lot of stuff. We ran into a bunch of unique monsters we hadn't fought yet, swamp creatures or whatever. We found a hidden note inside of a tree, a hollowed out tree, that basically said that the person who was temporarily in charge back at the Druid camp was not who she said she was. That she had malicious intentions to take over the Druids and kind of lead them in a different direction than what probably most of the Druids agreed with. And therefore, it was kind of like a big plot reveal, like, oh, so now we have an option to go back to the Druid camp and confront that woman who's leading the Druids with this new evidence and say, hey, what do you think you're doing here, and see how she reacts. So that was kind of neat. So then, we continued on to explore the swamp, and we found all kinds of interesting things. We actually broke the spell of the swamp, which is unique, because I guess if you don't break the spell of the swamp, it looks like this beautiful meadow with all this stuff going on. But then, you could actually get, like, attacked by what appear to be peaceful creatures. But if you break the spell of the swamp, you actually see it's a disgusting swamp that's dangerous, and, don't eat the food, it's all rotten and poisoned, and creatures that look like they're buying like sheep are actually dangerous enemies, right? So we did that. There was another side content deal with a vampire hunter that we dealt with, and then finally we went to the hag or witch's hut, and there is the woman who supposedly is like controlling everything in the swamp, and we actually, inadvertently, because I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just playing the game honestly for the first time, bypassed a whole segment, like the whole intro segment of that storyline, and ended up sneaking down into this underground area, and then basically engaged in a couple different fights and a bunch of booby traps. Basically, by the end of the stream, we had this epic boss fight against the hag, and we beat her. And that's where we left off. Like, we beat her, and I was already out of time. Like, we had already gone late. And I was like, oh, okay. So I guess let's just continue this next time. And that's what we're doing today. Like, today, we're gonna... Was there any loot, right, as a result of... Excuse me. As a result of winning the fight. By the way, I have bad post-nasal drip today, and I don't know why. I woke up with it, so that's what I'm... It's kind of really bothering me today, and I apologize. I'm trying to tough through it, and typically, by the time the podcast is over, it usually lessens. But I just have to tough through it today, so apologies there. But yeah, so today we're going to pick up where we left off. We're going to loot the area of the hag that we kill. And then we're going to continue to search everywhere and see, is there anything else going on, in this general area? There was a door to open. Can we help this woman who was pregnant and was going to give her baby to the hag to save her deceased husband. Is there any way we can like make her not be crazy? Because she seems pretty crazy. You know, all this stuff. And we're going to continue from there. Now, I'll be honest, I think what I want to do once we finish the hag plot line, I think I want to go back to the Druid camp today and confront the Druid leader, well, the temporary Druid leader, and say, hey, we got this evidence that you're not who you say you are, that you're trying to do malicious stuff. What do you think? And I'm very curious to see what happens next, and that's where I want to go today in the game. So I'm excited. As you can tell, I'm into the story, right? I'm actually engaged in the story and everything now, which is good. You guys have been amazing. Every time I play Baldur's Gate 3, you show up, you engage, you support. These streams have done well. Obviously, since we're planning on playing this for a whole month, you know, the next major releases that come out are January 26th. So this is going to be my major game for the next month, 9+ hours a week. I'm hoping you guys are going to be here for the long haul. You're going to continue to show up and engage and support these streams, because I would love to keep this as the major feature game for a whole month, right? We'll see how far into the game we actually are by the time that finishes. So, very nice, right?
I'm going to need to increase the fucking snort goal for a free space, because 20 snorts already. I've been like the first. How long have we been going? It was barely 10 minutes into the fucking stream and we got 20 snorts already. That's bullshit. I'm going to make it like suck my 50 or something. This is crazy.
Okay, then tonight on the late stream, it's going to be Friday Night Fights, Street Fighter 6, and I'll be honest with you, I'm on the fence whether or not I want to play with Blanca a second time like I did last week, or if I should go back to Lily for a stream. Honestly, I kind of feel like Lily tonight. Reason being, I haven't used Lily in a bit now, and we could just do a casual night with Lily to try to get back into the swing of things of using her. If you didn't notice, when we were playing with Blanca last week, we played a ton of Master players anyway in casual play. Like, even though we weren't doing ranked matches, it was just like a ton of Master level players anyway. So I feel like that might be a good thing to do, is to get back into the swing of things with Lily, try to remember how to use her, you know, and strategies and stuff, and see if I can win some matches, because she is one of the worst characters in the game, but I got her to Master. So I think that's what we're going to do tonight, unless people completely disagree and are like, nah, please play Blanca again. I think I want to try with Lily tonight on the late stream, okay? So that'll be our fighting game fix for now. Tomorrow we're going to play RoboCop. And when I say that, I mean it's basically going to be endgame content. RoboCop Rogue City has been a great playthrough. We're now around 20 hours in, and we're nearing the end. But from what people have said, there's about 9 story missions left, and the possibility of a little bit of extra side content before the end of the game. Well, I don't think I'm going to beat 9 missions in one stream. I don't even see how that's possible. So if that's the case, that's going to be a major stream for Saturday, okay? And we'll see how that goes. We'll see how far we get. And if I get really far, and it actually looks like we're about to finish the game, then I'm going to squeeze in another stream of a night stream this week to finish it. But if we need another major stream of RoboCop to finish it, I'm totally okay with doing that again, say like Tuesday, to wrap it up and give it a full second stream to finish the game. Okay? So really we have to see how things go tomorrow during that stream and how far we get and judge from there. Now, for Saturday night, that's going to be Like a Dragon Gaiden. And for those who have been following the playthrough, you already know. But for those who are not following the playthrough, we are very close to the end. Basically, we have 2 things left to do. The major story, and this other side quest that opened up to defeat the 4 kings who are supposed to be the toughest fighters in the Colosseum in the game. We already beat the first one, and now it's unlocked the next 3 before I'm going to understand these are pretty tough fights, to the point where I may have to do some grinding in order to level up all of my party members in the Colosseum to have them good enough to actually win these fights. But apparently it is like, there is plot involved in it. It is part of the game that if you miss it, you are missing out on some of the plot. So I kind of want to do it. So tomorrow night, that's what we're doing. We're starting up with those matches. If they're too hard, we'll grind some platinum matches and try to level up and go from there. We may have an entire Colosseum night tomorrow night in Like a Dragon Gaiden. Now, I've spoken with my wife who beat this game a while ago, and she's like, if you just focus on the story, you'll probably beat this game in 3 hours. That's about what's left. And she's like, yeah, outside of that, the side content is what you're doing. You've done all the Akame network missions. There's no other, like, random missions in the environment to do. Like, you've done everything. So because of that, pretty much you've got the Colosseum. There's the earrings you have to give to one person in the city, and that's it. Like, that's the game. Just the story is left. So that's why tomorrow night I want to focus on the Colosseum stuff. We'll see how far we get. But, you know, chances are, by the end of this week, if everything is going according to plan, likely we'll either have finished or be right near the end and ready for one more stream to finish RoboCop. And we'll be, again, either have finished or right at the end of Like a Dragon Gaiden, which means next week when we finish those up, we'll be ready to move forward into other content, okay? So, that's cool. Now, what else is going on this week? Well, on Sunday, we've got DSP versus the Internet, my weekly React show over on my sister channel, DSP React. And I hope that if you're a member over there, that you'll please submit your questions for the show. The questions. Boy, I'm pretty stupid. Please submit your clips for the show. The more clips, the better the show is. And it is the end of the year, you know, year-end stuff, you know. I'm not exactly sure what you guys would want me to watch. I'm sure there may be some residual Christmas themed stuff, but is there anything that's New Year's themed or, you know, moving forward positively for the next year? Anything else, you know, heading into this new year? I'm curious to see what the show will be about. It is the final react show of 2023, and incidentally, it's episode 45 of DSP versus the Internet, so pretty cool. I hope you'll join me for that. Now, Sunday night is up in the air. If it looks like we could possibly beat RoboCop with just another quick 2-hour stream, then I want to finish it on Sunday night, okay? But that's no guarantee. We may need more than one major stream for RoboCop to beat it, maybe 2 or 3. So if that's the case, then Sunday night is open. And I have a few ideas. I mean, idea number 1 would be to do some Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, but I've kind of settled in of just playing that once a week. And I was thinking we'd probably do that later in the week. So now I have these options, like what should I do? And I'm mulling it over in my head, and I'm like, you know, one thing we could do, we could just start Sea of Stars early. We could just do like a preview 2-hour stream to get through the intro and see what the game is like, and get that playthrough rolling, because that is one of the ones that I want to do in January. And this way it'll give us a little bit of a head start and a taste of things to come before we can heavily get into it, right? So I'm definitely debating possibly doing that, okay? So let's think about it. But Sunday night is up in the air. What do you want to see, right? Then on Monday, it'll be more Baldur's Gate 3 and more Street Fighter 6. Whether it's Lily or Blanca or Dalsim will decide, okay? Tuesday, if we need that major stream of RoboCop, it'll be RoboCop. If not, then we can get a head start on the Resident Evil 0 playthrough, which we've already talked about and agreed that the Resident Evil 0 remastered would be a great game for January to have survival horror variety.
Jesus, man, he actually went a wee while there of it properly snorting, and then that came out of nowhere. He actually, it seemed to have kind of gotten over the worst of the snorts and kind of calmed down a little bit, and then out of absolutely nowhere, that just like reverberated. My eardrums are still vibrating right now from that one.
Would be a great game for January to have survival horror variety. It's a game I haven't played in 8 years. I only did one playthrough, and quite frankly, I don't really remember the playthrough. So it would be pretty cool to jump into this game a second time now with an interactive live stream, with face cam, with all the new stuff that I now do that's so different from what I did 8 years ago. It'd be really cool to do another playthrough of it, okay? So maybe we'll start that Tuesday. It all depends. Tuesday night will be Like a Dragon Gaiden again, and whether we beat it or not, I don't know, but we'll get near the end. And then Wednesday will be more Baldur's Gate 3. And Wednesday night was going to be the one night that I do Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer for variety. But if we play Sea of Stars on Sunday night and we like it, and we just want to go ahead and say, screw Modern Warfare 3, let's just do more Sea of Stars, we could do that Wednesday night too. Okay? So basically this week is kind of a year-ending week, right? It's going to have a lot of playthroughs nearing the end, if not finishing, and the possibility of starting up the new stuff that's going to be going on for the month of January. Now, just to give you guys a heads up, next week will be a little different, because next week is my year-end series. Not this week coming now, but next week. So that what's going to happen is night streams next week are each going to be different year-end projects, okay? One night is going to be the most disappointing games of 2023 countdown, where I'm going to go through all the playthroughs that I did this year, and I'm going to pick the ones that I felt were the most disappointing in one night for a late night stream, probably between an hour to 2 hours. We're going to be right here, and I'm going to be counting down those most disappointing games of the year. So I guess we can officially now put the artwork up. Yes, this will be the start of...
Yeah, I'm counting that as him pointing at text on the screen. By him literally just pointing at this stupid little graphic it was made. I'll count that as him pointing at text.
Burger.
Fuck me, man, it's such a terrible image.
DSP's year-end series, all right? And we'll probably do it over the weekend. I'm thinking, like, Friday night we'll probably still do Friday Night Fights. So not tonight, but next Friday. We'll probably still do Friday Night Fights. But then maybe, like, that Saturday night, we'll do DSP's year-end series, the most disappointing games of the year, okay? And then that Sunday, likely, I'm trying to think, likely on Sunday I have to do patron stuff, because it'll be the first Sunday of the month, and usually it's that first Sunday night of the month is when I do patron private reacts and things like that. So probably not Sunday night, but then Monday, I'll probably do my Game of the Year awards count.
Wait. He's streaming on New Year's Day? It's a fucking public holiday, New Year's Day. I don't know, I'll need to think about that. I didn't actually think Phil was streaming New Year's fucking Day. Most people be fucking celebrating the start of the fucking year and all that shit, you know what I mean? With a family and friends and all that jazz. But Phil, it's a normal fucking day for him. Big fucking deal. So what if it's the first of January? Yeah, I might. Yeah. I'll see if I can do it. I mean, I'll have to wait and see what I'm doing. But yeah, I didn't expect Phil to be here on Monday, put it that way. I thought he'd have been taken off as well, because it's also a special day for most people around the fucking world.
Down. Okay, and then maybe we'll take a break on Tuesday night, and then maybe Wednesday to end the week, we're going to do the new one, which is the fan-voted best playthroughs of 2023. So what's the difference between my own Game of the Year award picks and the best fan-voted playthroughs? Well, very simply, you're voting for the best playthroughs of the year. Best playthrough of the year may be a game that is not a game that was a brand new game that's my Game of the Year pick. It could very well be a classic playthrough, a throwback playthrough that I did during the course of the year, or just a random game that was selected for filler. Hell, a lot of people might say my Oblivion playthrough was their favorite playthrough of the year. That's certainly not a Game of the Year contender. What about Chrono Trigger, right? What about some multiplayer games? Like, what about Modern Warfare 3? Maybe that's been your favorite playthrough. Or maybe you think my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, that now we are, I want to say, like...
Holy fucking shit, man. The Nightbot's spamming Phil's chat right now. I need to point it out, but what the fuck, man? So many people are spamming Nightbot right now. And it's just getting fucking obnoxious as hell, man. Calm the fuck down, dickheads. Holy shit.
Like 24 hours into? Hold on, because I haven't refreshed my page here. Yeah, maybe you think the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough is the best playthrough of the year, right? So, vote. How do you vote? Type exclamation point best of 2023 into the chat, and that's going to bring up your thread. Nominate your favorite playthrough. You literally have like 2 more days to do this.
Who fucking cares? Maybe that's why so many people are spamming it right now, because we're behind Phil by about 2 minutes right now. And yeah, I guess that's what it was. I've got my own command. Koraz has fucking discovered the fucking tip command I have. If people type exclamation mark and tip, yeah, Gmail elements, I'm telling you how to fucking do it. Meester has apparently sent me something. Hold on. Meester sent me some artwork, I think. Holy fucking shit, Meester, what have you done?
See you, Phil. Have a good one.
What the hell? What have you done? I don't even want to fucking know. Jesus, man. What? I'm kind of stunned for fucking words. What? I don't... Ugh, I know. Just no. Bad. Bad, Meester.
Because probably by Monday, I'm going to create the poll. And then you're going to vote on that poll for a week on what are your favorite playthroughs of the year. And then that result of that poll will become my final year-end series for that first full week of January. So next week, this week is a normal week of all gameplay. Next week's a little different because out of my night content, 3 nights are going to be my year-end series. So just expect that. Expect that first week of January, things will be a little different when it comes to my content. And then after that, we're full speed ahead into new game playthroughs and everything for the year. Okay? So please dominate. And I hope that you guys will think carefully. And the most dominated games will hit that poll this weekend. And then...
Thank you very much. I'm going to touch on your first super chat. It says, best game of the year, Mortal Kombat 1, biatch. I mean, a lot of people did quite like Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, I know some people have their preferences or a preferred series, Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. But a lot of people did seem to enjoy the game Mortal Kombat. I know Phil didn't enjoy it. Phil didn't like it too much. But that's because he's a Street Fighter fanboy, naturally. But most normal people, especially fighting game enthusiasts, did seem to think it was okay. At least from what I've heard. I've not heard too many bad things anyway. Then again, I'm not actually trying to fucking hear. People like Prophet are probably the best people to ask about whether Mortal Kombat 1 is a good game or not, because he is a Mortal Kombat fanboy, but he's quite fair about it, you know what I mean? He prefers Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter or whatever, but he likes his fighting games in general, so like I'll take his opinion as you know, being worth listening to compared to Phil, put it that way. Also, you guys have liked the stream so much, we have 100 likes already. That was fucking rapid as all hell. So we have a free space in snorts and a free space in likes. Probably official opinion, Mortal Kombat sucks. Okay, at least the game sucks. The game sucks. The new game. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But we have 100 likes, which means we've earned a free space for the bingo card, and as well as earning a free space for the bingo card, you guys have also earned a Bubbles animation, that Pixar animation so very kindly made for us all to enjoy, to celebrate hitting 100 likes. Remember, keep an eye in the bottom right for Jasper to make his cameo appearance. Fucking up, Jasper. Such a good cat. Remember as well, guys, I mean, not that I'm trying to fucking encourage an inflation of likes, but if we double up these things, we get other free spaces. 200 likes would be a second free space. I'm just saying, these things can add up and stack, so it's in your own best interest to like crazy. For more free spaces, there we go.
Well, probably Monday, and then full speed ahead for the year-end series. Now, a couple other things. I will say this, and this is just a very vague preview, I know. In 2024, There's a few interesting things in the works. That's all I'm going to say. That's literally it. I'm not going to give you any more information because I don't want anyone. Everyone's going to speculate. I know. There's a few interesting ideas that I've had and things I'm working on that I think you guys are going to like. But I'm the kind of guy, as you all know, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. As you know from my behavior these last few years, I don't want to get ahead of myself and tell you half a story before the story is done and then leave you hanging. I'd rather that everything is complete, all the pieces are in place, everything's ready to go before I make any announcements. All right? But what I will just tell you is this. 2024 is stacking up to be one of the most, if not the most interesting year that I've ever been on the internet for me and possibly you.
You say the same shit every goddamn fucking year, though. Every time it's a fucking brand new year, you got to say, oh, I'm being positive about the new year. It's going to be the best year ever. We've got so many great games we're going to fucking play and all that shit. And it's the same old shit every fucking year. You overpromise and underdeliver on a regular fucking basis. You deliver garbage and fucking excuses and mainly begging. Basically, we're going to see more begging, more guilt trip in his audience, more guys, please support, more begging black shirts or whatever, you know what I mean? More threats of wage quits and all that shit. More demands from his audience to fucking turn up and support. It's just, it never ends. It's the same old shit over and over again. And people really like this freeze frame. It's, I don't know how, but there we go. Hold on. Let me see if I can fucking get him fucking centered or dented or whatever. Hold on. I'll just focus on his head. I'll just focus on his head only. And we'll see how that works. There we go. Denthead by name, Denthead by nature. So let me just throw that in my members Discord for them to enjoy. There we go. Members get first dibs on that exclusive fucking picture. Let's crack on with a bingo.
Let's just put it that way. There are things coming that you guys have asked for a while that may or may not happen, but I hope they do. So I'm just gonna say that, like, big things coming in 2024. All right. Now, one thing that I can talk about, because this one 100% is actually in my power, is that I feel like within the first couple months of 2024, I should take action on the backup hard drive archives, the lost media that has been lost for so many years, and then refound last year when I went into the closet and I found the hard drives and we accessed them live on a stream, all right? And we found out that the lost media existed and could actually be used, all right? Now you might be saying, well, what lost media? Well, there's various different playthroughs that have been lost to time because I had those videos on other YouTube channels. You see, back in the day, 10, 15 years ago, YouTube was a very different animal, right? Back then it was like the Wild West. No one actually knew if it was okay to upload gameplay footage or not, and people were afraid of certain companies. Rockstar was one, and Square Enix was another, where you were always afraid if you were to upload content from their new releases that they were going to strike you down with copyright strikes or takedown requests. And so, basically, those were videos like my original Red Dead Redemption playthrough, my original LA Noire playthrough, okay? The Suicide King series of Red Dead Redemption, where I did online play sessions with friends and other people who joined me, and we just did crazy stunts and things like that. Burger! Plus the entirety of my original Final Fantasy 13 playthrough. I mean, that's no exaggeration. Between those playthroughs, that's over 100 hours of gameplay right there. That's been lost to time because those channels were erased from YouTube when someone hacked them and put up illegal football or soccer footage and then got the channels banned. Okay?
Why does it say football so fucking weird? Like, I know it's a European fucking sport and, you know, it's popular across the world, pretty much, you know, in South America as well. You can just say football. You had to try and fucking add some sort of tone to it. Football.
And put up illegal football or soccer footage and then got the channels banned. Okay? So, what I would like to do, either January or February or during that time frame, is set something up on YouTube that's not this channel. All right, I don't want to do it on this channel because this channel already has enough content. It's all the new stuff. I don't want to inundate subscribers of this channel with a ton of new videos that are actually 15 years old and they don't care about, right? I don't want I've worked really hard to build this channel up for as little viewership as I get, let's be honest. So I don't want to hamper that in any way, shape, or form. All right.
You have 208,000 subscribers, Phil. Stop pretending you're a little fucking guy. You are not small potatoes. Do you get a lot of attention on your streams? Not as much as you fucking like, but you have a channel of over 200,000. You can't pretend to be some small fucking potatoes kind of guy when you're a verified channel with over 200,000 subs.
All right. So, what I'm going to do is basically find a place, and I don't know where it's going to be yet, but I have an idea, where we're going to upload all of that classic content. I don't know if it'll be called like DSP's Lost Media or DSP's Archives or the old school, you know, we'll think about it. I'll get some ideas in my head of what I want to call it. And basically what I will do is make that channel, and I will upload slowly that content. Arguably maybe 5 to 10 videos a day, like overnight, right? That's what I would do. Like basically I would at night set up my normal stuff to upload here on DSP Gaming like I always do, but then when I'm done with that, jump over to that other channel and queue up 5 or 10 videos, because you got to understand that the videos back then were only 15 minutes long at max. Some were 10, some were 15. That Final Fantasy 13 playthrough is over, well, I think it's around 200 parts, because they're 15 minutes long, you see? So that's a lot of work, and the thing is, those video files are giant, because they were filmed with a camera. They're not direct capture, like what you're literally watching me broadcast and upload right now. This podcast is completely encoded. The size is shrunk in before, you know, and then it's run through YouTube filters and encoded. Those are raw files. They're huge. A single 15-minute file from back then is bigger than a 1-hour file that I put out today. So it takes forever to upload them. So I want to do this starting in January if I can. The only reason I say I don't want to promise again, I don't like to overpromise and underdeliver. I don't want to say I'm absolutely doing it in January and then something happens, right? You never know what's going to happen. I don't want something to happen and then I can't do it because something crazy comes in the middle. But it is my intention that at some point in January coming up, I will actually start uploading this lost media slowly but surely. Whether it's 5 videos, 10 videos a night, whatever it is, at least it's going somewhere and people will watch it. Now here's the thing. I need people's buy-in that they're going to be interested and at least watch it. If I'm putting all this extra time and effort into doing this, and these videos are getting 10
extra fucking time and effort. You're fucking making a channel and you're fucking selecting videos to upload. It's not extra fucking effort. We want people to fucking free $20 fucking dollars for fucking uploading a video.
10 views. That's not worth my time. Just being honest. It's not. I have better things to do. I'll spend time with my family. I'll work on other content rather than sitting here uploading these videos. But people have been asking me for these lost playthroughs for so long that you would think that there would at least be a couple hundred people who might be interested in watching these videos, right?
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to let us keep playing, but I'll be right back. I've got to check on something, guys. You guys are in charge. Please don't cheat. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
So let's see if indeed that is the case, okay? But this is my plan for next year. Now here's the thing. People might say, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to make thumbnails for those videos? Are you going to put titles on those videos? That is all undecided. It's always possible, but you have to understand that I don't really have time to make thumbnails. Could I title the videos? Well, yeah, but let's say I upload 10 videos. So what am I supposed to do? Watch 150 minutes of gameplay before I upload that night to figure out what's in each video? Probably not. Some of those videos are like 2 fights, you know? If it's playing Final Fantasy 13, it's like 2 big fights or something, you know? So I basically need to think about this. I need to kind of brainstorm what I want to do with this stuff, all right, and go from there. So let me think about it. Let me work on it, because by the way, you know, I don't make my own thumbnails. I have people who make stuff for me, and certainly I don't want to commit to having someone have to work their ass off now to pump out a ton of thumbnails and shit because I just decided to start uploading lost media or anything like that. Okay, so let me think about it. Let me talk to a couple people. And I also want to think about where I want to upload the content. But that is my first commitment to you. Everyone says, what are your New Year's resolutions, right? My first commitment to you is that in 2024, I want to get that lost media on the internet. I want people to be able to watch my classic stuff that's been missing for ages. And I admit this year, I got caught up with the React stuff and other stuff, and I basically never got around to it. And that's on me. I take the blame for that. That's not your fault. That's me getting so caught up in other shit that I just never bothered with it. But now I want to do that, okay? It's funny, because Zen Shuriken says, the problem with making a separate channel is it's only a few playthroughs. Well, let me put it this way. It's Final Fantasy 13, it's Red Dead Redemption, it's Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, okay? It's Suicide Kings, and it's LA Noire. It's not one playthrough, it's like 4 to 5 playthroughs. We also found some other older lost media. We were looking through those hard drives, if you remember, and I marked it off. There's some footage of like a Kung Fu Panda game that I never uploaded anywhere. There was some vlogs that have been lost to time. So there's other content I very well could put on that channel, you see? There's also potential that other things could happen. To give you an example, maybe in the future, there could be content that's edited together to be a different format, because those videos were so short, right? 10 minutes. Maybe we could take classic playthroughs from back in the day and instead edit them together at some point and make it, and then that could be the channel to do that, because that's the legacy content. Taking the older content from channels and turning it into more modernized content that's more digestible. As I get older and I move away from doing the stuff of the past. There are still people who like the stuff of the past. But do they want to go back to an ancient channel that I haven't touched in 15 years to watch 10-minute clips that likely over time have been strucken down and all these issues, or maybe make it a way that it would be more digestible to a modern audience with a title, with a thumbnail? You know what I'm saying? So, you see, that's what I'm thinking, and I think that makes sense. I am now 15 years in the game. I have a huge history, and people want to see some of that history. Who are like, there are going to be people over the time that are going to be more interested in me and say, hey, here's a guy who's been around for 15, 20 years on YouTube. How did he start? Oh my God, there's a channel that has all older content. Let me go check that out, right? So anyway, I guess we'll see what happens. Again, I'll give you updates when I get an idea. But I'm really feeling like this is kind of an idea. All right, that'll work for at least for those who have been around for a long time. You guys have been asking me. I get people every month come by. When's you gonna upload those hard drives? When's all that gonna happen? I think this will be the year. All right, because the truth is, just if I was just gonna upload the raw files, all right, it's really not that much extra work. It's an issue of figuring out when and where and how to do it so it's not intrusive upon my other content. There's no way I can upload it here. It would never work on this channel. It has to be somewhere else. So that's what I'm going to work on, okay? Okay, anyway, so that's the first thing, okay, that I can tell you, all right? Outside of that, yes, there are other things in work for 2024, but they are not anywhere close to being announced yet. I will have more information for you, in the near future, and when I do, I promise you some of this stuff, you'll be like, wow! But that's all I'm going to say. I will wow you, but that's all I'm going to say. Okay? Cool. All right. So, you know the schedule for this week. You know the rough schedule for next week.
Shut up, Phil. I am back. What did I miss? Sorry for that. I had to take care of somebody was at the door and had to deal with it. So, my bad. Any more snorts to add? So, Phil said example. Okay, good shout. So, example.
Burger.
Anything else? Did I miss any snorts or burps or whatever? He had... Oh, so we're up to 5... Hold on, 5 burps. So I had 3 burps when I was away. Alright. And an extra snort. And he also apparently laughed. So that's that row complete.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Says, thank you very much, guys, or, keeping tabs or whatever. I do appreciate it. So there we go. Prophet's like, wait, you answer your door. Yeah, what do you fucking do your door? Do you just fucking ignore it and pretend you're not in or something? How British of you. Anyway, but yeah. He said digestible every day for several days now, has he? We might need to look that up on Pig Go and see for ourselves how frequent it is. It might be a future bingo word. Anyway, let's crack on the bingo and back again, so let's get the bingo going. A free run burp. He did a free run burp, holy shit. Anyway, bingo time.
Including the year-end series, so please nominate your picks for the best playthrough of the year, alright? You know kind of what's coming, alright? So we've covered a lot of topics. I think it's just time for a very brief episode of Phil's Day Off. Because I don't really have much to talk about. Yesterday was basically kind of a catch-up day. I did have to run a bunch of errands. And we had kind of a disaster that happened during the day. So basically, I'm out and about. I'm doing my usual thing. I'm doing grocery shopping. I got to get some pet supplies and the like. And I'm picking a few things up while I'm out. I did have to go to the garbage dump for the first time in months. Usually I would go to the dump every 2 months or so. And we actually were on pace that I should have went in like November, but because of the fact that I was sick at the end of October, everything got screwed up and everything, all our scheduling. So finally I had to go to the dump, and I had like a ton of garbage built up that I had to dump at the dump. I'm like, oh my God. So I did that, busy work bullshit. And then I get a text from my wife while I'm out, and she goes, so I know I don't want to dump this on you, but I think our vacuum cleaner just broke. And I'm like, oh no. Of all times, we really can't afford another vacuum cleaner right now, dumping hundreds of dollars.
Oh my God, she broke another one. She's done it again. She is a destroyer of all fucking things in that home. She is like the biggest ever detractor in the world. She is costing Phil thousands of fucking dollars in getting tires replaced and what else, and vacuum cleaners fixed and bathrooms and dishwashers. She just fucking breaks everything.
Into another vacuum cleaner. This sucks. I hope this is not the case. Because the thing is, we have a cat. Jasper sheds, so we need a vacuum cleaner that can handle pet hair. We can't just buy normal vacuum cleaners. You can say, oh, they're cheap. No. They fucking clog up with cat hair. Oh, we know, because we had one when we first got him, and that thing broke within a year. Okay, so I'm like, don't tell me this thing fucking broke now. Of all things, we've had this one. I want to say we've had this one for 2 years or whatever. So I come home, and
what do you mean 2 years? She broke the last vacuum cleaner like this year. I'm pretty certain. Did they have multiple vacuum cleaners in the home or something? Like, I'm sure that was this year she broke the vacuum cleaner. Am I wrong? I might be wrong, but I was certain that she broke the last vacuum also this year. Or was it last year? So what the hell? It's not 2 years anyway.
I'm walking into the house with all of the grocery bags, and I'm putting them down the counter. And Kat, we have a shop vac in the garage, but it's a very little one, and really the only reason we have it is to do things in the garage and clean the car. So that's why we have the shop vac. Now, shop vacs are not meant for like indoor use. This thing has like a hole in the back that it's supposed to have air blow out of. That's how it does. It cycles air, sucks it in, the air blows out the back. So she's trying to clean the rest of the house with the shop vac. And as she's doing it, what's happening is it's sucking up dirt and dust and hair, but then basically the exhaust on the back is like a cannon, right? And it's blowing shit all over the other side of the house. So it's like you clean this side, but then it's blowing everything to the other side. So you gotta run to the other side, you're trying to vacuum, then it blows shit to the other side. So there's like, you know, dust, dirt, hair, and it's going boom, boom, boom across the house floor as she's trying to clean the house. It's like a comedy movie. We're like, what the hell is this? You know, obviously this vacuum is intended just for the garage. That's it. You know, you clean your car, you don't care. But this is just stupid, right? So basically, she cleans the whole house with this shop vac, which is like 10 times harder to clean the house with the shop vac, right? So then I'm like, what is wrong with this goddamn vacuum? So we unpack all the groceries and everything, right? And I'm like, well, let me take a look, because this vacuum, all right, because basically this vacuum is deluxe for pet hair, all right? So it's got a extendable, aimable hand vac. It's got all kinds of attachments that you plug into the hand vac, and they're all powered too. Like everything's powered. So the hand vac is powered, the attachments are powered. If you plug the hand vac into the vacuum, then the major thing down there is running too, and the ground thing then runs. So it's got like 20 components. And I'm thinking in my head, this thing has a possibility that if any of these components is malfunctioning or shorted or not even connected right, that could be the problem. And we've had issues with this vac before where it's clogged with hair and shit, and you have to unclog giant areas of it to get it to work again. Like it'll turn off and not turn on again, right? So I start going through the entire system of the vacuum. First, I'm looking at the hand vac. No, that's not clogged. I'm shaking the tube. No, that's not clogged, right? Unplugging the attachment. So now we know it can't be the attachment, right? Because the attachment's not even attached, so it can't be the attachment that's causing the problem. It still doesn't turn on. All right, let's go down here. So I'm going through the whole vacuum. So finally, I look at the bottom. There's nothing clogged at the bottom. There's nothing wrong there. So I said, well, where does this hand vac actually attach to the vacuum? And I realized it's detachable. Why? If the hand vac is the power button to the entire vacuum and it doesn't turn on without the hand vac, then why would it be detachable? You can't unplug it and then use it. There's no power to it. It has to, you know what I mean? So I detach it. There's nothing clogged or anything, okay? I reattach it. Vacuum turns on. I'm staring like, there was nothing there. It wasn't clogged. It wasn't loose. It wasn't broken. It just didn't want to turn on. It's like it willed itself off. It didn't want to turn on. There was literally nothing wrong with it at all. It wasn't the filter. The filter, my wife changed the filter. She emptied the whole thing. It was, I guess, a bad connection between the hand vac and the vacuum itself because it has metal prongs that power it, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, why did it? I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't know. But then it turned on and off, and I'm like, well, thank God. Crisis averted because we really can't afford another vacuum right now. So at least that was averted. But it just sucks because my wife cleaned the whole house with a shop vac, which is probably 3 times, you know, harder to do because the thing's blowing air everywhere, which is not meant for indoor use, right? But I'm like, well, that was really stupid. At least it works now. And, you know, the thing is, no guarantee it's going to keep working. We hope this isn't a recurring issue that gets worse and worse. But what are you going to do? Like I said, we've had this vacuum for like 2 years. It seems like every vacuum we get is 2 years. The last 2 years dies. So when Kat first moved in here with me, we had a vacuum for like maybe a few months. It died, but that was my old vacuum. So we got a new vacuum, and that one lasted till like 2010, 2011, died. Then we got this one. Now it's 2 years. Gonna die, right? It's like every 2 years. So I guess we'll see what happens. Okay? We'll have to see what happens. But that was really it. After that, you know, we unpacked groceries. We actually ordered some food. We ended up ordering some sushi. We haven't had sushi in a while. We were craving sushi, so we got some of the one sushi. That's the one that I told you is like the delayed action spice. So it's like salmon and some eel and other like raw fish, raw tuna. You put it in your mouth. At first, it's very fishy, and you eat it. And when you swallow it, all of a sudden, this burning spice goes across your tongue, like zoom, down your tongue into your throat. You're like, whoa! It's like delayed action spice. It's really cool. And then the other one we got was more sweet. I think that one had tempura, shrimp, and crab and other things in it. So we had a couple orders of sushi. It was really tasty. And it was a good dinner. So we enjoyed that. And then after that, Kat played an hour or two of Far Cry 6. And I watched her play and I actually helped her in a few parts. There was some, she wanted to see if she could snipe stuff from a big distance, but she just didn't have like the calmness of hand to do a really good sniper shot. So she handed me the controller a couple times. Actually, I was sniping like the alarm box from a big far away, and I sniped a couple guys. So she played that for a couple hours, and after that, what did we do after that? Oh, we actually started watching someone else play RoboCop. Which again, I like the fact that when you're playing a narrative-based game, you can watch someone else play it and make different choices and see if that has different outcomes. So we're going to see if someone else made different narrative choices from me, if that makes things happen differently than what happens in my playthrough, okay? So there you go. That was our day off. Nothing super spectacular, nothing too crazy, but a fun day nonetheless, and a day of some fun with my wife. You know, hoping that in January we can actually have some normal days out. And what I mean by that is, like, we haven't really had normal days out in ages. The days out that we had in December were insanely hectic, where we had like appointment, and we had to go out a million times for appointments. And I didn't really like that. I prefer to go out and just have a more relaxed day with my wife, where we don't have to run around and do stuff when we're out. And we haven't had a day like that in ages, you know? And my wife, like I told you guys, she got me some nice cologne, which I'm going to save it. I'm not going to wear that like around the house because it's nice cologne. So I'm just going to wear it when we go out. So, you know, I want to go out, but we have to go out. So we'll see what happens in 2024, I guess. There you go. By the way, I see a whole new group of idiots here in the chat today being stupid. So let me just get rid of these people. Hold on a second here. People being real nasty and negative, and that's not allowed. So if you don't want to be here, and you don't want to join the podcast and have fun, then why are you on the podcast? You can just leave like this, like I'm ejecting you right now, so we don't have to hear your nonsense. Cool. Okay. Got rid of a couple of them there. So that is the Phil's Day Off segment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment, and it's time for a nice epic rant. It is time for the news segment, also known as DSPN. We have one story today that I'd like to cover. There were a few during my day off, but none of them really resonated, or I didn't really care too much about them, quite frankly. One story has resonated. Ladies and gentlemen, do any of you remember a game that came out early this year that at the time was highly praised, was selling like hotcakes, everyone was talking about it, okay? I did an amazing playthrough of it, others did a playthrough of it, but it was so controversial that all of a sudden, people seem to act like the game doesn't exist. Of course, the game that I am talking about is called Hogwarts Legacy, the first ever major Harry Potter or Hogwarts universe game where you could actually open world roam not only, you know, the Hogwarts Academy, but also the towns around it, all these dungeons, all this content.
By the way, Phil still didn't complete that fucking game. He never finished the entire game. He was too lazy to try and get to an appropriate level to do the very final mission.
Right? A game that sold like crazy. You remember how it was insanely great of a seller when it came out? And it's funny because people talked about it for a while, but it always had to be embroiled with controversy about, is it okay to like this game? Because J.K. Rowling, the original creator of the Harry Potter universe, you know, has been saying things politically for years about trans people and, you know, and messed up stuff. And so is it okay to like this game even if you don't agree with the politics of the creator of the universe? And I don't know how that became the dialogue. It's just a fucking video game. Okay? And the best part about it is the people who made the game have no association with J.K. Rowling at all. In fact, they completely disagree with her statements in politics. There is a character in this game who is trans, who is a very positive character, well-written, well-liked, and one of the more positive people in the entire game, portrayed in a completely great light. Okay? So how you can actually be supporting, you know, trans people, and then say this game is anti-trans, I have no idea. You didn't play it. Basically, you didn't play it, you didn't watch someone play it, you didn't review it, you just said, oh, Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling, I hate this. You know, like an idiot. Instead of having any factual basis for anything you're saying, you just, you know, knee-jerk reaction politically to things, right? Sadly, that's just what a lot of people do these days. It's very sad.
I am gonna tick off hateful slurs.
Burger.
There we go.
5 in a row, that's concerning. Yeah, but that's what it is, a lot of knee-jerk reaction people. Personally, I made the choice that I wanted to play this game. I even did a YouTube short about it that had tens of thousands of views after a while. I think it was like 10,000 views after a while. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was like 5,000 views. I haven't seen the short in a million years. But basically, my choice is based on the fact I wanted to play a good game. I'm not going to let politics of a creator that didn't even make the game or have a hand in making it, all right, affect my ability to enjoy a video game that very well could be one of the best of the year I wanted to judge for myself, all right? So, what I can tell you is over the course of my playthrough, it's a lengthy game, okay? Tons of content. So it's value, it's a good value of a game. The game starts off absolutely crazy strong. right? It's really good at the beginning. When you're first exploring Hogwarts, when you're first exploring the outside towns and environments, and once you start getting into dungeons and challenges and puzzles, it's really well done. The story elements are good. They're interesting. You're taking classes, but you're also interacting with other students and other people. You're interacting with the creatures of the universe. You're getting new traversal abilities. You ride a broom. You're riding a freaking griffin or whatever the hell it is. I forgot what they call it in the Harry Potter universe, right? It's really, really good. Then when you hit about the halfway point, it's still good, but not as good, because you kind of realize there's not that much else. Once you start unlocking you got most of the good spells unlocked, right? You've already seen the town now, so you're not won over by the town anymore or anything like that. You start to realize, all right, it was really strong early on. Halfway through, it's still good, but it's definitely starting to sputter, right? It's like, yeah, it's losing its momentum. The final third of the game is pretty damn boring. I'm not gonna lie. Like they ran out of ideas. There's a whole third of the map that opens up at the end, and you're like, okay, this is cool. There's gonna be all new elements. There's literally not a single new element in the final third of the game. It's super boring. Like, oh my god, the same puzzles, the same enemies, the same shit again. And so by the time you finish the game, the ending of the game is good, but you have to get through so much grindy, repetitive stuff to get to the ending. It does lose its momentum, and it's like, okay, this is a great first attempt outing by the studio. Now, if they can follow this up with a game that doesn't lose its good pacing and momentum, right, then the second game could be much better. Like, that's how I felt. Like, the second attempt could be super good. This one was good, don't get me wrong. I'm happy I played it. I really am. But it definitely sputtered out at the end, and it's a shame, okay? So, here we are at the end of the year, and we just had the Game Awards. Did you notice something at the Game Awards? Do you know how many times Hogwarts Legacy was nominated? Wait, what? But it's the first time that the true Hogwarts universe was realized in a fully interactive open world environment.
And look, Phil, I got the game myself, okay? Was the game enjoyable to an extent? Yes, and I actually kind of agree with some of Phil's takes here about the game kind of lacking in the final third, you know what I mean? It did seem to kind of run out of kind of... It started off, I mean, it's hard to disagree with some of Phil's takes here about the game. It did start off very strongly. It was quite fucking engaging, and it's a huge environment. And it's great to fucking see Hogwarts, trying to discover the secrets, however. But, well, that's the whole... Why would it fucking merit a nomination for Game of the Year? But hey, the environment has been captured, yes, and the game is what matters. If it's not a good game, in the grand scheme of things, if it's not a great game in the grand scheme of things, why nominate it for Game of the Year? You said yourself, the game had many shortcomings, and it got quite repetitive, not shit, and there was no new variety towards the end. Same old shit. Now, you rage quit it because you had a fucking skill ceiling, and you weren't high leveled enough to complete the game because you had to think it's level 35 or something to get to the final mission where you kind of graduate, not shit, and you see which house wins the cup and not shit. Phil couldn't get to that level and he just quit it outright. But now he's saying, why was it not? Is he seriously upset that it was nominated for Game of the Year? Even though he said himself that the game fell flat in the final half. I don't know, to me it's bizarre. He answered his own question as to why it wasn't nominated, and yet here he is pretending to be outraged about it not being nominated. It fucking defies logic.
It had good graphics, it had good gameplay elements, it had a ton of things in it that would equate to a game that should be awarded for the hard work and effort, and it got 0 nominations. 0 for anything. Even if you could argue, okay, maybe the plot sputters out. The art direction? You're telling me the fucking game's art direction wasn't good? That was the first time we ever saw the Hogwarts universe in a 3D interactive environment. It reminds me of South Park: The Stick of Truth, when it was the first time you actually saw the town of South Park in a mapped out environment and you got spatial awareness of where everything was, and to see it all be tied together was so damn neat. This did it even better than that, but gets absolutely no art direction whatsoever, no credit, right? If anything, I feel awful for the people who worked on this game, because the entire time they're working on it, they're working with the stigma that they're working with some kind of a bigot or whatever. They're not. They did not talk to J.K. Rowling. They had 0 input from her. This game has nothing to do with her politics. In fact, the game is the opposite of her politics. So imagine you're a game dev working on this game. You're creating a character who's a trans character that's incredibly positive, right? Really well written. A great representation of the trans community in this game. You're doing all these things, painstakingly creating the environments, and you want everything to be true to the people who are true fans of Harry Potter. Ridiculous amounts of people buy the game, and now absolutely no one pretends like it ever existed. Like, oh, this is just the figment of our imaginations. Huh? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The Game Awards are bullshit. They are 100% political. There's no reason why Hogwarts Legacy should have been forgotten at the Game Awards. That is 100% a political decision by the incredibly leftist-leaning gaming journalism community saying, well, just because it's J.K. Rowling Association, the game didn't exist. Fuck you. That is called being completely biased. You've destroyed any modicum, any instance of impartiality. When you decide at the end of the year, when you're looking at the best games of the year, that this game doesn't even get mentioned like it never existed, go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of the industry if you cannot be impartial, because that's the point of journalism. Get it? But they're not. They're completely biased. The entire games industry is leftist leaning. That's bullshit. The people who worked on the game are not a bunch of hyper conservatives. Why do they get screwed over? Because the industry is so fucked in this brainwashed mentality that everything's about politics. It's not. You dumb fucking idiots. It's not always about you and your politics. It's about, was the game good? Yes, it was. It wasn't the best game of the year, but there were tons of parts of that game that were really awesome. They're awe-inspiring to see those things rendered in a real 3D environment for the first time. And to get
Phil, you're speaking as a fan of a series. No, people are fans of it. You cannot fucking look at these fucking things from the point of view of a fan. I grew up liking the Harry Potter kind of series myself. I read the fucking books, I've seen the movies. So yeah, I quite like to see the fucking environment myself. If you're not a fan of Harry Potter though, and that environment, whatever, then if it doesn't suck you in, about being a fan, it's like, I mean, he is looking at us through rose-tinted glasses here. He is looking at us from the wrong perspective. The game's good, but it wasn't great. So that's why it didn't merit fucking nomination for Game of the Year. It had potential to be there. It was close to being a nomination. Very close to being nominated for it. But nah, it just fell short. And he said so himself, it fell short. He's trying to fucking, you know, we have a representation of the fucking trans. You have one trans person showing the game. And apparently that's the epitome of the entire trans community. Basically, Phil's pointing at this one trans character in the game, and it's like, see, it's not a bigot. We have a token person in the game to make sure J.K. Rowling's not a fucking bigot. It's a strange argument to fucking make, in my opinion. He's basically pointing at the only gay in the village, and is a British reference here? The only gay in the village. If you're not British, you might not understand what reference is, but it's kind of it feels that kind of way. You know, it's like he's just pointing at it as oh, look at that shit. I don't know. To me, it's a strange take from Phil. It really is. People want a screenshot of this as well. Okay, cool. I mean, sure, whatever. I mean, as I said, I know the character is talking, but the character owns the fucking what do you call it? The free broomsticks, whatever. It's the Hog's Head. No, I don't know. They own one of the pubs in Hogsmeade. The character, you know, they're in charge of the fucking bar. So I know who they're talking about. And they gave you a couple of missions or whatever, and you get to hear some of the narrative and story or whatever. It's not a huge part of the fucking game. They're basically a side character to progress the game, and that's essentially it. You know what I mean? But at no point in time was I thinking, oh, this has ruined my experience, because no, it's just a character in the game. And it had a very small role to fucking play. You know, whether they were... It didn't really matter to me what they fucking were or weren't or whatever. I mean, whatever. They were a character, they were on your side. You know what I mean? And that was it. And he just fucking moved on and got on with the game. Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, Phil's just being Phil. He has to find a reason and an excuse to bitch and whine and moan and complain and bitch and whine and moan some more. For no real reason whatsoever, other than just to fucking try and pretend he's outraged about something, which really has no reason to be. Thank you very much to Ira for the super chat, who says, remember, he's a fake fan. Real fans didn't care. Yeah, I mean, obviously there was a huge uproar at a time where all these people, like, streamers were getting attacked by people. Oh, ban this, you know, don't watch this person, they're streaming Hogwarts and all shit. There actually was some genuine fucking people, like, just getting, you know, targeted because they were playing the Hogwarts game. And people were scared to fucking play it in case they were fucking hounded off the fucking internet or some pish. And it's like, calm the fuck down. You know what I mean? It's a game. It boils down, I guess, to me, at the end of the day, can you separate the art from the artist? You know, it's that kind of question there. It's like, can you really look at him, if you don't like the artist, can you ever appreciate the art? And it's a controversial topic, you know what I mean? And it's one of those things that I don't think there's a simple yes or no answer to it. It might depend on what the artist has done to be such a controversial figure, you know what I mean? Because it's one of those things where it's like, do you want to praise a particular person's work if they're a piece of shit fucking, you know, psychopath or whatever? It's a very strange hypothetical, I know.
Get that feeling of awe walking around Hogwarts, all the attention, the little things added. To say the game doesn't exist is an insane disservice to the entire gaming industry, and you should be kicked out of your fucking jobs if you think that you don't have to be impartial.
Oh, you're not being impartial with your fucking views right now. You're a fan of it. You're some sort of fair-weather fan of the fucking universe of Harry Potter. And you're fucking screaming bloody murder that the game's not being given a fucking Game of the Year a nomination. Well, you gave the reasons why yourself as to why it wasn't that great a game. It was good, it was okay. But really in the grand scheme of things, it's a very forgettable game. How often have I played a game? Not often, at all. Is it fun to go back to occasionally? Yes, you get to fly about and all that shit, you know. You get to do some of the wee side things, whatever, pop some balloons and all that shit, you know, try and unlock new brooms and all that jazz. But at the end of the day though, Phil, the game lacked a certain something. It started off very well. You're right, Phil. The game had a strong fucking start. A massively strong start. It threw you into it straight away. You got to learn about things, whatever, and straight away it's like, oh, there's some interesting fucking shit going on here. But the game just kind of ran out of fucking juice, in my opinion. And so that's why it doesn't merit, you know, nomination.
You do. So you might be wondering why I'm bringing this up today. You want to know why? Here's why. Because Hogwarts Legacy is on track to becoming the best-selling game of 2023 in the United States. I want to repeat that statement. For the first time since 2009, the United States is going to have a game that sold more than Call of Duty and sold more than any Rockstar game. It's actually going to be the best-selling game of the year. Yes. I know people, huh? Yes. Because remember, the Switch version just came out. So not only are all the sales from PC and the console, now the Switch version came out and a bunch of people bought it for Christmas. So it's going to be the best seller of the year, or it's going to be damned close. But the game doesn't exist. According to the games journalism community, Hogwarts Legacy, I never heard of it, right? I don't know what you're talking about. It's the best selling game of the fucking year. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, fuck you then. Then you know what? I never heard of you. Sorry, IGN. Sorry, GameSpot. Sorry, Kotaku. Sorry, every other fucking gaming journalist website that ignores shit. You don't exist to me because none of you can acknowledge fucking facts. We don't ignore facts in our faces because we have politics involved and you have opinions that have nothing to fucking do with the game. Okay? So, yeah, it's bullshit. And I'm fucking pissed because, yeah, listen, Hogwarts Legacy is not my game of the year pick. I don't think that's going to be anyone surprised to hear that. It's not. It's a good game, but it's not my game of the year pick. But still, those game developers deserve credit for what they did. Absolutely they do. They shouldn't be punished because the creator of the universe might have a stance that a lot of people don't agree with, and the fucking games media are a bunch of leftist-leaning, biased, bigoted idiots. Yes, I'm going to say that. The games media are bigots.
Well, going by your logic then, there's a great fucking point that Timothy brought up here which I fucking highlighted. Why wasn't Call of Duty Game of the Year if it always outsells everyone usually? When has Call of Duty ever been Game of the Year? It's an excellent point, but Timothy Grimley brought up. Using Phil's own logic and his own mentality about it. What the hell? It's such a bizarre fucking thing. You know for a damn fact that Phil's going to include Hogwarts in his own Game of the Year awards nomination, not shit. Just to fucking, not for any reason other than just fucking taking our shot at the gaming media.
Because they're bigoted against anything they don't agree with. Which is why, oh, well, The Last of Us 2 is the penultimate best, or not penultimate, but the ultimate game ever. Will never be topped because, it's because of the themes. Because you like the fact that the main character was gay. You like that, right? You like the fact that the other main character was a more butch kind of woman who was strong, and that's not this typical heroine that likes to be pushed forward in the whole games media or the game industry, right? Everyone wants a Lara Croft, not an Abby, right? But because it has Abby, oh, that's great. And because Ellie's gay, oh, that's great. So that's Game of the Year, right? Okay, what about all the other games that came out that year? What about Ghost of Tsushima? What's that? Never heard of that. Oh, okay. Sure, whatever you say. How about the fact that the plot of that game is atrocious? That it's basically torture porn. That the pacing's awful. that it jumps around timelines so badly you get confused, that it completely changes the personalities of the characters from the previous games for plot devices. I mean, I could go on and on about how narratively that game is trash, but it's game of the year no matter what, because it pushed all the ideas we like of the leftist gaming media. We love this, right? So because of that, game of the year. And if you disagree with us, you're a bigot. Oh, well, guess what? Since you ignored Hogwarts Legacy, you're all bigots. Every one of you. You're so bigoted against things that you don't agree with that you will ignore entire games as if they don't exist. That's bigotry. That's prejudice. That's exactly what that is. So they're just as bad going the other way. Now, you can argue that being one way or the other way is better than the other, and that's your job. I'm more, you know me, I'm in the middle. I try to see things objectively.
You are definitely not in the fucking middle, Phil. You are definitely not in the middle.
From each side. And for me, the way I see this, they have really done a disservice to anyone who worked at Hogwarts Legacy. How could this be the best-selling game of the year in the United States? For the first time in 14 years, we're going to have a game that's not Call of Duty and not GTA that's going to be the best-selling game, and we act like it never existed just because J.K. Rowling. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, that's the news for today. I had to cover it. Take your opinions on that however as you would. I think that's pretty fucked up. All right, it's time for shout-outs. So let's jump into shout-outs. Let's get a few things going here. We start off today with Sergeant Arch Dornan, who did a super chat claiming that I have a son, and I don't care. I don't care about your memes. Thanks for the super chat. 672 did a super chat and says, you should look into my vacuum store sucking Sam's. Your vacuum store sucking Sam's. Isn't that a meme, or isn't that like from a show or something? I don't know. Anyway. I'm not seeking out any vacuum parts from anyone. Tell Wings he's in the clear. Okay, Trailblazers became a member this morning. Thank you to Trailblazers. You know, I haven't mentioned anything about goals today.
Yeah, there's no Begman as far as I'm aware. No Begman whatsoever. We did mention goal.
Burger.
There we go. We are we're technically 4 away from a full house because we have 2 free spaces already. You guys like the stream, and we've had 20 snorts as well. 2 free spaces, so even there's 6 left, we only need 4 of them.
My goals for today are as follows. All right. Number 1, I'm looking to hit 710 members, hopefully by the end of today. All right. Good day today between Baldur's Gate and Street Fighter today. It's a solid day of gameplay. My goal is to try to keep above 700 members before the end of the year.
I don't know. Oh, hold on. That was a really delayed super chat notification. It was given 2 minutes ago, but it all just came through now. Thank you very much to Chef D for the super chat. It says games media are bigots. It says actual bigot. Exactly. But by the way, Chef D, for future reference, just to save you potential dollars on super chats, there's one G in bigot. I don't know if that was the difference between you like sending like a small super chat or a bigger super chat, but yeah, there's only one G in bigot. I'm just kind of thinking you here, just making sure you don't use extra characters that you don't need, man. There's one G in bigot. Just looking out for you, pal. But yeah, Phil is one of the most bigoted people we've ever fucking came across. He's always fucking had a problem with so many. If it's not him, if it's not a fucking mixed fucking white dude or whatever, and some guy he's got a problem with him. He has all these. Ah, my fucking god, man. So many problems. Thank you very much to one Guardian for the super chat, who says Phil wants the MAGA pity bucks. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to know if I can deny that. Big up to Q-Lump as well for being the bingo baddie. It looks like I just popped their bingo message. The bingo baddie message, so thank you very much for that, Q-Lump. Phil, it's such a strange thing. Look, he gave all the reasons why it wasn't worth Game of the Year, Hogwarts. Was it an interesting... Oh, it's so strange. Thank you very much to Punish Lasagna for the super chat, who says, by DSP's logic, NBA 2K, Madden, and FIFA are Game of the Year contenders every year. Idiotic, hateful, dead. Exactly! He's like trying to fucking insinuate that because the game's so massively fucking popular, it deserves to be Game of the Year. In the same fucking breath, he's basically fucking criticising Call of Duty because everyone fucking buys it, everyone fucking plays it, and it's always fucking selling like crazy. It's like his arguments make no fucking sense. He doesn't think what he's fucking saying before he... Oh my... It's It's so ridiculous. It really is. But it's like, his arguments make no goddamn sense. It's like he just wants to fucking be a contrarian fucking whiny bitch just for the sake of being a contrarian whiny bitch.
All right, well, the end of the year is Sunday night into Monday. So if I have 700 members when we hit 2024, that would be absolutely amazing. So we're only 4 members away, and I'd like to try to keep it above, and you know we lose a few every day as we gain. So one great way to support the channel right now would be to become a member or give some memberships. The other way, of course, I try to hit the tier 1 tips goal every single stream. If we hit tier 1 today, that would be outstanding. If we exceed it, because Baldur's Gate, which have been great streams for that, it would be even better. I would really appreciate that. Thank you in advance to anyone who supports the stream. All right, so thank you 672 for the super chat. Thank you Trailblazers for the membership. Sergeant Arch Dornan, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, but still appreciate it. Okay, now we swing over to tips.
Shut up, bitch. Anyway, Phil. By the way, Phil was gifted 10 memberships, like, 5 minutes ago. So yeah, Phil got his wish. He got his wish, and he'll be with 100 members anyway for today.
So, I received a $10 tip from Axel overnight.
That little bitch again.
Thank you to Axel for a $10 tip. Let's see what Axel has to say. Hey Phil, after watching your playthroughs and hearing Slayer's tip, I decided to download Baldur's Gate 3. I've been having a lot of fun with it, or a lot more fun with it than I thought I would. Your playthrough with your chat has helped me and assisted me a lot. My favorite moment so far is kicking the annoying squirrel at the beginning of the game into a tree. Wow. I hope you stick with Baldur's Gate 3. It's been a lot of fun to watch you learn the game. Keep up the great content. Well, I don't know about kicking a squirrel into a tree. I didn't do that. I think I did a dialogue check. I probably would not kick a squirrel into a tree. I love all kinds of creatures. In fact, like I said, out back every day we put some nuts or crackers or something out there, and we get squirrels, birds, and all kinds of stuff who come and eat at our back porch, and we love that. So I probably would not kick the squirrel, but to each their own. That is the beauty of Baldur's Gate 3, is that you can choose to do missions as you would, and I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it, and thank you for the tip. I received a $1 tip. Huh? I got an anonymous $1 tip. If the Game Awards are biased against Hogwarts Legacy for being woke, why did Last of Us 2 win Game of the Year a while back? What? That's not what I said at all. I said that the Game Awards are biased against Hogwarts Legacy because J.K. Rowling invented the universe, and she is anti-trans. It's the opposite, because they view that anything associated with J.K. Rowling is anti-woke, basically. That's why you completely misunderstood what I was saying. It's the opposite. They are the games media are incredibly leftist leaning, okay? Incredibly progressive. So, Last of Us 2, Game of the Year no matter what. Oh, really? What about this? Oh, you don't like Last of Us 2? You're a bigot. Well, I have a valid reason to not like the game. You're a bigot. Oh, okay, great. I'm a bigot now. Okay. Well, what about Hogwarts Legacy? It has all these great things. Oh, no, J.K. Rowling. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Well, it's a good game. It has all this robust universe, complex things we've never seen before, great attention to detail, all these things that for the first time ever utilized in a J.K. Rowling. You can't talk about that game. Oh, I see. You misunderstood what I said. Sorry if you misunderstood. Maybe I wasn't clear. I was actually saying exactly the opposite of what you just said. Thank you for the $1 tip. Okay. Okay. You know, if anything, what's a testament to how good Hogwarts Legacy was? My wife, it was not a fan of Harry Potter. She knew of Harry Potter. She had seen a couple of the movies. She wasn't a fan. She played the crap out of Hogwarts Legacy. She loved it. Yes, just like me. When she got to the final third, she did get bored. But she was immersed in that universe for the longest time and loved the game a ton. I'm curious to hear what her Game of the Year picks actually are. You know, because maybe she thinks that's one of the best of the year. She doesn't play as many games as me. But she was just taken in by how good it was. Right? And so how can you say the game doesn't exist? It's the best-selling game of the year. It's sucking people into this universe for the first time. Oh, that game doesn't exist because, you know, J.K. Rowling. Oh. All right, let's continue. I received, let's see here. I got a $2 tip. I don't know if this message was for me. Should I read it? I have no idea what this is a reference to. I received an anonymous $2 tip. Wait till you listen here to this one. I'm going to read it word for word. You tell me what this means. The golf cart is really fun. I'm sticking my tongue out at people, putting my hands above my head like a moose. I'm beating my chest and I'm making a peace sign, making funny noises and making my smile and eyes big. Okay. Well, have fun with that. I have no idea what you're saying, but thanks for the $2 tip. Okay. Well, whatever you're doing, wherever you're doing that golf cart thing, I hope you're enjoying. I don't know where that's happening or how that's happening, or I'm very confused. All right. John Smith, I do not have the original Red Dead Redemption on this channel. That is wrong. Are you watching my redos? I redid Red Dead Redemption 1 and Undead Nightmare on this channel years later, but those were different editions, and it was direct capture. These are my original playthroughs of those games when they were brand new with a camera. So I think you're misunderstanding. Little Shaken Bake says, that was me. I was going to ride in a golf cart. Huh? Now I'm really confused. What? So one person is telling me Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare are still on the channel. They're not. Those are my HD capture versions from a few years ago. Those are the replays. The original playthroughs are not on this channel. They are camera, not direct capture, and those are the lost media ones. I guess Little Shaken Bake is saying he's in a golf cart doing things. Oh. Well, have fun. Don't crash. I have no idea what you're talking about. Thanks for the $2 tip. Okay. I received a whopping 15 gifted memberships from Lucky Gremlin this morning. Thank you so much, Lucky Gremlin. So shout outs to the following people. Are you ready? Escanor Sin of Pride. What? Gregor Clegane. Stormforce Gamer. It's Snoopy. Johnny Johnson. Captain Wilson. Sideshow Bob. Cream Sardine. Wok Warrior. It Never Ends. Walter Moss. The Kurt Russell with question mark. Edie 82 or Ed 82 and Girl Wearing Purple. So congratulations to all of you. Be sure to thank Lucky Gremlin for those gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Lucky Gremlin, for supporting the channel. Let's take a quick look and see where we are now with total members, so I have the right number. But it sounds like we just smashed our members goal for the day, in which case I don't have to worry about it, right? Cool. Let's take a look. We are currently at 711 members. 711. And no, not the convenience store. But the number of members who are enjoying memberships. Oops. So thank you again so much, Lucky Gremlin. Thank you. Happy holidays to you. I really appreciate that. And yeah, that means that goal is all set. I'm not even going to talk about members again today. Or what's the point? We already hit it, right? Well, I should say on this stream. Tonight for Street Fighter, of course.
On the stream. I'm not even going to talk about it again. On the stream. Today, later on, probably. But this particular stream, probably not. Holy fuck me, man. I just got a good idea what to put. So yeah, guys, what do you mean Phil's a bigot? When have you ever seen Phil be a bigot? What time has Phil ever come across as a bigot?
Jesus!
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up, right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The bar's being raised.
I couldn't help myself, alright? I couldn't help myself. The button was right there. I pressed the button and it made that happen. I could not help myself. It just had to be done. Anyway, back to bingo.
I'll say, hey, if anyone wants to be a member or whatever, but there you go. Awesome. So good. And also, Felix the Maid popping their 13-month membership upping and says, woke or not, life's too short to be arguing about this. No, I agree. I find it so crazy to me that, like, that people are just, like, arguing over this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, how do you even ignore a game? I don't know. We already talked about it. I really want to get into it again. To me, it's like...
For the last fucking time. He knows this is the first time I'm saying this tonight, but still, for the last goddamn time. Just because a game wasn't nominated for Game of the Year doesn't mean that nobody's pretending it fucking doesn't exist. What the hell? This game wasn't nominated for an award, so they're saying it's not real. Phil, hundreds of games didn't get a nomination. it doesn't mean they're fucking being called, you know, like fake games that don't exist ever.
Like, oh, I'm actively going to ignore a game's existence because of my politics. Like, okay, I guess if you want to ignore people too, I guess, you know, I don't know how that works. Anyway, I received a $20 tip from 1 Minute Man. He says, as you said, I'm from Chicago, and you can fight her. And he says, who is Saza? I don't know who that is. He says, if Saza is still alive, you can save her. If you sneak out of the cave, go to the back, climb exit through stone door, she'll add to the story. I don't know who that is. Who is Saza? I have no idea. That name doesn't even ring a bell. But, okay. I guess we'll have to look into that. Like, if you're talking about, stuff with the hag fight, you know, we had ended up right at the end of that fight, and I haven't even looted yet or anything. So I guess we'll have to try to figure that out today. I don't know what you're talking about, though. But, no, I have every intention to go back to the druid camp and confronting whatever her name was, Kaga, about what we found in the swamp. So that's probably one of the major things we're doing today in the game. All right, thank you so much once again, 1 Minute Man, as always, for your support of my streams and content. I really appreciate that. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you to Mark. Mark just pumping their 1 year anniversary membership message here and says, watching Phil for 10 plus years. Great streamer. Thank you so much, Mark. I'm glad that you enjoy the content, and thanks for supporting it. All right, guys, we have a few minutes left to chat it up before I end the pre-stream or the podcast. Isn't it funny? I've been doing it the Level 1 podcast or the pre-stream podcast now for like 2 years. I still keep call it the pre-stream and set in my ways. Anyway.
Yeah, fucking hilarious, Phil. I would just laugh wholeheartedly about that. Yeah, get on with it.
Does anyone have any questions, any topics on your mind? Anyone like to shout out anything? You know, talk about anything? Please tag me in the chat right now at DSP Gaming, and we'll chat it up a little bit here before we begin.
Da-da.
Carliga says Steam charts. Top 3 releases are Hogwarts, Starfield, and Baldur's Gate 3. First one is the best-selling overall. Second one was also released on Game Pass. Last one is Game of the Year and was early access. Twitter in shambles. So essentially, Hogwarts.
Oh, Phil said Twitter. Fantastic.
Burger.
There we go. 5
in a row. That's concerning. Has beaten out the Game of the Year and the game that was on Game Pass and had all that hype behind it in sales on Steam. Gotcha. Sunday, what's a good price range for a good laptop? That's up to you for which features you want in your laptop. Branding is important, all that stuff. I can't answer that. There's no generalized answer. Thoughts on upcoming games? I hope they're good. Did you play Sonic Team Racing? No. What are your thoughts on rollback?
Thoughts on upcoming games? I hope they're good. Wow. Well, it was really worth fucking getting your question answers from Phil, wasn't it? Hasn't it now been putting some thought into it and like picking what particular games, what you want from each fucking game? All the games coming? I hope they're good. Next question, please, dentheads. It's like he's not even fucking trying here. There's no effort, there's no fucking, you know, trying whatsoever.
Laptop, that's up to you for which features you want in your laptop. Branding is important, all that stuff. I can't answer that. There's no generalized answer.
But that answer there about a laptop, it was a lazy answer as well, you know what I mean? I can't help you because I don't know what you fucking want. I mean, I assume the guy's into gaming. He's watching DSP Gaming. So I imagine he might want a gaming laptop because he's on DSP Gaming, watching somebody play games on a gaming stream. So you might think he wants a gaming laptop then, Phil. Just a theory, you know, just a random thought there.
On upcoming games, I hope they're good. Did you play Sonic Team Racing? No. What are your thoughts on rollback netcode? It sucks. What is your vacuum brand? I don't know. Would you ever play Mario Galaxy 2? I want to, but they haven't remade it for a modern console. Am I going to play Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League? I have absolutely no idea. I should have Kat do a top 10 games of the... I called her Kat. I should have Kat do a top 10 games of the year and read them off in the chat. If Kat ever wants to come on stream, she's welcome, for any reason. It's up to her. Would I play Metal Gear Solid 5 again? Yes, maybe someday. What's my most anticipated game of next year? Right now, it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Iron Gulls have been watching for 10 years. Thanks for years of laughs. About Sunday, is it too late to retract a submission video and replace it with another? No, you have time to do that right now. You have time to do that still. Did Kat like The Last of Us 2? No. What's your favorite color? Don't have one. I like a few, like blue, red, are probably my 2 favorites. There is a new year-end playlist command that we have in the chat. If you type !year-end, there is a new playlist created by a fan and viewer. This playlist runs through all of my year-end series from 2009 until last year. 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. All in a row. It includes Game of the Year. It includes disappointing games of the year. It includes any fan interaction. Those kind of things. Funniest moments, I think, are in there. It's all the year-end series. You can watch them now in a row in that playlist. If you'd like to get hype for next week's year-end stuff, you can see what I thought every year up to now. Shout out to the person who made that playlist. I appreciate that very much. I hope people enjoy it, and I need to start talking about it to get hype, right? Now's a good time to watch the legacy stuff to prepare for the new stuff, right? There you go. The only stuff missing is stuff that's not on YouTube. So, for example, my Game of the Years for 2010 is missing. It's one of the legacy media things. Did I not find it on the hard drives? I think I did. That's some of the legacy media stuff that's missing, because that was the year I uploaded everything to Blip TV, and the Blip TV stuff doesn't exist anymore, right? So, there you go. That's like the one that's missing. So, do I have a favorite regular in chat? No, I don't play favorites. Have a great week. Thank you to Roll. I appreciate that. I'm excited for PlayStation exclusives in 2024. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is PS exclusive? I didn't even know that. I thought it was cross-platform. Helldivers 2. Foam Stars. Rise of the Ronin. Stellar Blade. I feel like it's way too light on one player. X. Huh? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, yes. Tekken 8, yes. And Rise of the Ronin, yes. I really don't care about any of the other games. So half of the ones you mentioned, I'm pretty excited for. I had no idea that Tekken 8 was PlayStation exclusive. Are you sure about that? I don't think it is. I think it's cross-platform. It complements the flavor perfectly. When am I swapping Christmas stuff out? Right now, I'm leaving this for the whole week, okay? Likely the first full week of January is when you're going to see the snow stop, you're going to see the Christmas decorations gone, and we'll have 4 straight weeks of actual, you know, more New Year's themed stuff. But listen, it's the holiday season, it's winter, I'm keeping this stuff for the week. And then next week, you know, we'll swap it over, okay? No, I'm not playing the finals. Can we get a zoom in? No. Yes. Shit. Now this is why I don't do it, because now I can't. There we go. Couldn't find the other one.
Dumbass.
He's lying. Tekken 8 is on the Xbox systems and crossplay. That's what I thought. I'm pretty sure it was.
Well, he's not lying necessarily. He was wrong, but it wasn't. It's fucking unfair to say somebody was lying just because they're fucking misinformed. Say they were wrong. Don't fucking say they were fucking lying. Fucking hell, man.
I know. Winter just started. Winter literally just started. So for me to have the snow and stuff is kind of cool. Like, I would keep it January and February. People didn't mind, but I think people might get upset if I leave it too long. A lot of people just associate the snow with Christmas. I don't know why. We're gonna have cold.
Wait, hold on. A lot of people associate snow with Christmas. I don't know why. This bitch is so fucking. Oh my god. Yeah, but like, why do we? What's the big deal with a fucking tree? Why is there a big fat red guy climbing down my chip? What the fuck, Phil?
Weather in the next 1 to 2 months than we had for Christmas. You know, like our temperatures are going to go down in the next couple of months. Did I hear Nintendo's next console is rumored to release next year? Yeah, but there's no substance to that whatsoever. It's just rumor monger idiots on the internet making shit up again, as always. The Drew Corporation popping his 3-month re-upping of his membership. He says Jeff didn't want to risk the smoke with Hogwarts. Yeah, you know, Jeff is 100% in the midst of the industry. The industry is 99% left-leaning. He has to be in line with all of his buddies. So he's not going to put up a stink that his buddies didn't nominate Hogwarts, you know? No, we don't have a New Year's tradition, only because with me, I almost always work on New Year's. My wife, over the years, has worked on New Year's Eve and day too. So we literally don't have anything that we plan or do traditionally for New Year's, simply because every year is a little different. You know, Christmas, yes. New Year's, no. We don't really do anything. John Smith, goodbye. I'll see you later. Gregor Clegane, you were gifted a membership by the Lucky Gremlin this morning. He's asking, who gifted me a membership? I missed it. It was Lucky Gremlin. They gifted 15, and you were one of the lucky 15. Excuse me. If I lean left when I lean in manual band, does that make me left-leaning? Well, hold on. So here I am. I'm going to do a lean in manual band. Am I leaning left? I guess, well, hold on. I'm leaning left here in first person, but to the camera, I'm leaning right. Right? So, so that makes me ultra-centrist. That's right. Ultra-centrist.
Shut the fuck
Oh my god. It balances out. It balances out. No one on either side likes Darkside Phil. Everyone hates him. That center-leaning asshole. What a center asshole. You got the people on the right, the people on the left, and then that asshole in the middle. There he is, wedged between the two buttons. He's the asshole. There you go. My biggest fans are idiots. What would leaning far left look like? We'll take a look at Joe Biden falling down one of the 27 sets of stairs he fell down in the last couple of years. Or if you want to say, what does leaning far right look like? Take a look at one of Donald Trump's spray tans from the last... I make fun of both sides. I will make fun of both sides. I don't care. That's what I mean. I'm not a political guy. I'll make fun of everybody. Right? That's right. Collect. It's like, you know how some people collect trading cards or knickknacks or action figures? Well, Donald Trump collects felony indictments. It's like his hobby. You know,
Bruh.
Anyway, let's continue. I received a...
Do I have Jaha on a soundboard? I have the short version and the long version. The short version.
Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up!
And I've got the ultra super long deluxe version.
Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to look like you, dude. I mean, you're a fucking snitch. Everybody hates you. Who wants? Oh.
Nobody wants to look like a snitch.
Nobody fucking asking, dude. You're yes, getting shot down left and right. Nobody wants to look like you. And we don't give a fuck about you, motherfucker. Ain't nobody trying to look like you. Shit.
That's what I'm
So DSP, shut the fuck up!
Alright, you notice Ben's respectful and you're not.
Shut the fuck up!
It's been 6
God damn, dude.
Yeah, as well as having like Jaha a couple of times, whatever. I've got a couple of randomer ones as well. Like this one.
Shut the fuck up, Philip. You want me to beat your ass?
Get out of here, Philip!
I will eat your sweater vest for dinner.
Always been a fucking douche.
And this one.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil!
And I know this is one I've not used in a long time, which can describe most of Phil's podcasts.
For the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be talking and saying absolutely nothing.
Anyway, back to Bingo.
$1.30 tip. Let's see here. It's anonymous. It says, I'm proud of you for pioneering a new form of content with Baldur's Gate. Chat plays the game for you and holds your hand the entire time. That's the content people come to you for. There you go. You're welcome. In fact, I'm actually, you may not realize this, but I'm about to rebrand the whole channel. You know, Fans Play. Or what was it? Twitch Plays Pokemon? So what would it be? Fans Play Baldur's Gate 3? That's what we're going to do. We're going to change the whole thing. That's absolutely right. So there you go. You do realize there is a thing here. It's called buying the game and playing it for your fucking self, so that you don't have to complain that you don't like the way someone else plays a game. Did you?
Well, what would you know about buying a fucking game? Someone gifted a goddamn game to you, so why you have the fucking audacity to fucking tell someone else to buy the fucking game when you are crying like a broke little bitch on your fucking streams saying you couldn't fucking afford it?
Realize that's an option? Yeah, you can actually get the game and play it however you want, and then we don't have to hear you bitch about it in a $1.30 tip. It's a remarkable concept, isn't it? Wow, groundbreaking stuff. I received a $5 tip from Axel. And he says, all this woke political stuff has to stop. Keep up Baldur's Gate 3 streaming. Has been a lot of fun. Thanks for being a good guy. You are welcome. Axel, thank you so much for the $5 tip this morning. And of course for the $10 tip overnight. Here's the thing. As you guys know, I'm not a political guy. I'm not. I don't care about these politics. I just don't want them in games. I don't understand. The whole point of video games, and I keep telling you guys this, is that when you're playing a game, right? When I sit down right here in my office.
If he fucking tries to fucking say he uses fucking video games as a fucking form of escape in real life, then how come he fucking always complains about some fucking video games not acting like it's real fucking life? I shot that guy, he'd be fucking dead in real life. Why is he not fucking dead? Because I shot him in the fucking head. Why is he not dead? He bitches and whines and moans about games not replicating fucking real life and what would happen in real fucking world. And yet he's about to fucking say here that video games are an escapism from reality.
And I pick up this controller, right? Or I pick up this joystick, all right? It's because I want to escape reality. It's not because I want to simulate reality. I want to escape it. That's why I'm playing a video game. That's why I'm not doing reality simulator or something. You know what I mean? So
you need smack back to fucking reality, bitch, man, because you've been living in a fucking dream world for the last 15 goddamn fucking years. You need slap the fuck back to reality. whoops, there goes gravity and all that jazz.
So if my entire reality, everywhere I go, is politics, 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 everywhere I turn. Do you really think the next thing I want to do when I boot up the video game is politics, 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 politics? But that's what, it's like some people just can't separate the two. They have no ability in their mind to have that level of maturity or intelligence to say we will draw a line and go zah and separate so that nothing has to keep permeating through each side, right?
And yet, the Hogwarts game was quite fucking political, in my opinion, in terms of how they structured it. They had one group, the goblins, being like the bad guys, you know? And also, there's a couple of goblins that weren't fucking bad, but there was one very bad goblin. And so that group was like vilified, not shit. They were the enemy, they were the evil ones, not shit. And it's like, to me, that's kind of like quite a. That came across as a take that can be construed as political. Put it that way.
People just don't have that ability. I hate to say it. That's why.
But yeah, he loved Hogwarts. Even though, I guess Phil didn't have the fucking mental intelligence to fucking pick up on that subtle little hint.
I keep telling you guys, like everyone says to me, Phil, why don't you do politics? Because there are people right now watching this who, if I said, guys, 100% I'm this way or that way, I have this feeling, I'm never watching Phil again. Never. Because he doesn't agree with me politically on this one issue, I can never watch his content ever again. There's tons of people I don't agree with. I don't disown them all. I don't say, well, what about the checkout person at the grocery store? Well, I heard that they're very political this one way. Well, I can't go to that grocery line anymore. I can't deal with that person. What? Like, huh? I really like chicken sandwiches, but I'm not going to ever eat a Chick-fil-A because they're very hyper-religious and I'm just anti-religion. It's chicken. It's a fucking chicken sandwich. What the fuck are you talking about? People are like this. Like, what the hell is your problem? That all of life is not all about you and these ideas in your head. No, it's not. No, really. I'm telling you right now. All of existence is not about the personal feelings and thoughts in your head. Everyone out there, you should maybe get a wake-up call if you think that it's all about your belief system and shit. It's not. Existence will go on even if your belief system doesn't. Things still exist. All right? So things can exist outside of the realm of what you think is right or wrong or this or that. It still happens. Things still happen, you know. It just blows my mind. Good Lord. How could you be so like that, you know? To me, listen, as I get older, I want to hear everyone's perspectives. I totally understand why there are some people who don't want to partake in Hogwarts Legacy. That they feel that if they spent money on that game, that they're putting money in J.K. Rowling's pockets and they feel like she's such a bad person for the things she said.
And you fucking criticise people for thinking that. All of a sudden you're pretending to fucking understand it. Earlier on you said they were fucking dumb as hell for associating J.K. Rowling with the fucking game. And now you're saying you apparently understand people not wanting to fucking put money into the game because it could fucking fund J.K. Rowling fucking some more.
That are anti-trans and she's incredibly harmful to the community. I get that reasoning. I understand it and I respect it. That's your opinion, and if you choose to skip that game, fine. If you choose to say it's not something that I'm interested in, fine. But to ignore the existence of the game like it didn't exist when it's going to be the best-selling game of the year, that's madness. Madness.
The best-selling game of the year is not necessarily the best game of the year. Otherwise, fucking FIFA and Call of Duty would regularly win Game of the Year awards every single fucking year.
There's a difference. Okay. Well, there you go. Battleduck says I had to give up all chicken fillets of all kinds because I heard that chicken's political stances don't align with my own. There you go. I can't eat chicken anymore. Joel Loft says, just skip an Avatar completely. I've just finished the game. It was a typical by-the-numbers Ubisoft game. It became so mind-numbing by the end. There you go. Hey, I'm playing Avatar. It's called Far Cry 6. I'm watching my wife play it right now on Game Pass, so I'll just pretend everyone's blue. I'll say I play Avatar. There you go. American MAGA Undertaker, of course, now choosing this moment to pop his re-upping of his membership for 10 months to say, make America great again. At this point, that slogan is so, like, cartoony, right? I hate to say it. Like, it's been so overdone and politicized, and so many people make fun of it, and so many people push it like it has meaning. It's just a cartoon at this point. It's ridiculous. It would be much better if there was another slogan that they would come up with, those people, because I don't think anyone takes it seriously anymore. Sarah says, do you think with how bad Starfield is, it made people appreciate how good Baldur's Gate 3 is? Yeah, for sure. When you had a game that was so ridiculously hyped as the next big Bethesda IP, and everyone was counting on it to be good, and it comes out...
And so were you. You were counting it to be good as well.
And it's literally exactly the same as every other Bethesda game you've ever played, with lack of polish, insane loading times, bullshit out the ass, bugs out the wazoo, not great development of story and stuff. Yeah, it's just, when you have that comparison of this versus this, and now you can see that compare. This was supposed to be great, but oh god, why is this so much better? It just makes everything else look better. It really does. Oh, yeah, guys, I don't know. Again, I keep telling you guys, anything involving my wife is up to her. I'm not going to pressure her for anything. If she ever has any interest in doing stuff, I'm not going to say, hey, will you write down your favorite games of the year and I'll read them to everyone. I don't know. Well, let's see what she wants to do, okay? This is my show. It always has been. If she ever wants to be a part of my stuff, she's the door. I keep telling everyone the door is always open. She's always welcome to be a part of it, okay? Let's leave it at that.
Basically, she has no desire to be a part of Phil's shitey content ever.
All right, are we good? I think we covered quite a lot on today's show. I think it's time to adjourn the show. I want to say thanks. You've been a great audience. It's been a good, interesting show. And now it is time to end that show and to begin with today's gameplay. I actually need to change out these slides. Did I change out the Christmas for New Year's? Hold on a second. I might have changed out the Christmas for New Year's. I want to see if I did.
Look
Hold
at
on.
me sitting waiting.
Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. I thought I had and I hadn't. Let me get rid of the Christmas.
Lazy bastard.
I'm going to keep the winter. But I want to add the New Year picture that I've got here.
Oh, wait. I think I know what's coming. I think I know
have
what's
two of them,
coming.
actually, that I can add. And I just got to put them in order. Hold on.
I think
I'll
I know
do this
what's
on the
coming.
fly
It's
before I forget,
terrible.
because if I don't do it, I'm going to forget and I'm not going to do it.
Oh, this
There's
is,
so much else
this
shit
is so
going on.
bad.
Alright, so let's do this.
Wait until you guys see this. It's so bad. If you've not
Here we
seen
go.
it yet.
Okay, let's let this run now. Let's see if you guys like it. So,
There it is. Phil's Happy New Year slide. It's awful. Awful.
everyone, as the new year approaches, thank you so very much for tuning in to DSP Gaming and the Level 1 podcast. As always, I'm never partisan to anything. I see it for it is. I speak to it as it is, in my perspective, and you don't have to agree. As long as you enjoy, right? That's what it's all about. So thank you for watching. I'm excited for today's gameplay. I hope that you'll join me and stick around if you can, if you're on stream, and if you're not, if you watch on demand, that would be sweet of you as well to check out the stuff, Baldur's Gate 3 particularly, and of course, I love Street Fighter. And tomorrow, I'm sure we'll be talking all about how it went, plus anything else going on in the landscape of gaming. Thank you all. Great show today. See you tomorrow. Peace out. All right. Got that fixed now. Cool. So now let us jump over to our gameplay screen. Let me make sure that everything is aligned here. Okay, well, some of it is. Or at least partially ready. I guess it's better to be partially ready than not ready at all. So I'm getting ready to be ready. What is it called if you're getting ready to be ready? Shit. Nuts.
It's called getting fucking ready.
It's not called shit. I misclicked. Is that... Okay, that looks good, I think. Let me click over here. That's entered? Looks centered, right? Okay. Alright, so let me grab my controller.
Oh, I'm
It's called
counting
not
that.
being ready?
I'm
How
counting
dare
that
you.
and standing up.
Burger.
Yes, it's centered, dentard.
At least if I'm getting ready to be ready, that's better than if I wasn't even ready to begin getting ready. You understand? If I wasn't ready to begin getting ready, then that means that there's zero preparation and readiness available. And having zero versus at least a partial percentage of
Yo,
readiness
Phil.
is not as good.
Shut the
Having a partial
fuck
percentage of readiness will always be better than having a 0% readiness, right? Ready? Baby Man Gaming, thanks for 7 months as a member, and says coconut, coconut, I'm a coconut, and it's a split coconut with my head in the middle. How nice. All right. Stop breathing the fourth wall, says Gregor Clegane. I'm very sorry. All right. I'm just going to briefly run and use the restroom. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to leave everything running here. I'll be right back within like 5 minutes. I'm just going to see what my wife's up to, use the restroom, be right back, and we continue. Again, we had just finished the Hag boss fight, and I'm curious to loot and explore and do other stuff. All right? So I shall return shortly. Thank you guys. See you in a sec.
And Phil was away to fucking do some random fuckery. Let's just fast forward to when he gets back. He's back here. Okay. So he seems to be back round about here. And yeah, we are 2 away from a full house. I think we're going to fall slightly short. We might be able to tick off Scat Talk if Phil explains what he did in the bathroom. But it's not looking good though. We need 2 to happen before he starts recording for gameplay. Alternative is we get 4 more burps out of nowhere, or 10 more snorts, or if it 200 likes. I don't know, because that gives us a free space as well, another fucking 100 likes, but who knows. But here he is. Let's find out.
Okay. You guys ready? Cool. All right, so let's begin, shall we? I'm excited to see what happens after this, head fight, because we didn't really do anything after, right? Like, we ran out of time completely, so I didn't really get to loot. I didn't really get to explore. I'm hoping that we can have a resolution to the plot line, but I don't know. But it led to another one, too, so that's cool. All right. It looks like Darth Fig did a super chat when I was peeing. Says, I love how the most basic NPCs in the game have way better dialogue and voice acting than the main characters in Final Fantasy 16. Laughing out loud. There you go. Thank you, Darth Fig. I mean, you guys know my opinion on Final Fantasy 16. I really don't understand how people like the game as much as they did. Not to say that it got tons of accolades or acclaim, but there just seems to be this group of people that are just in this weird mentality that Final Fantasy 16...
Yeah, Phil, was Final Fantasy 16 nominated for any awards at Game of the Year? If not, were they pretending it didn't exist? Were the Game Award developers pretending a game did not exist whatsoever because they didn't get any awards or whatever?
It's like an insanely good game. Like, I don't know what game you played. It wasn't the one I...
Oh, sure it was. Well, fine. I thought it wasn't. Did it win any awards? Actually, hold on. I thought Final Fantasy 16 was so fucking bad, it won an award. What award did it fucking win? The most disappointing game of the year award or something? I've heard so many bad things about Final Fantasy 16. And yet it still won an award of some sorts? How?
Played, I guess. In some cases you'd be like, I agree to disagree, but it's like, that game just wasn't very interesting. Insanely boring stretches of grinding nonsense.
Best soundtrack. D-Dog saying it like something like best soundtrack. Okay, that's obviously not tied to gameplay. Sometimes game soundtracks are fucking bomb.
You know, a frame rate that wasn't even consistent. The gameplay elements were terribly boring. It felt like I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3 again. Like, I don't know how people could love that game, but whatever. Okay. Happy Friday, Derek. Good to have you here. Okay. Am I going to finish the Grinch game? No one has really requested that at all. So. Okay. Is my camera good? I just want to make sure that everything is centered in the camera. Looks fine? Alright, let's do it. Hello, everyone,
and that is going to bring an end to the bingo. We're going to fall too short, sadly, of getting a full house. I will tick, I'll tick this and this.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
There we go. We're going to fall too short. Sadly, it is what it is. Let's go to full screen and let's go live DSP.
Let's find out.
29 buckaroos for DSP. So, if it stays that way, then the fucking person that's supporting the streams is going to need a tip $61 later on to make up for that. To get Phil to 100. Usually, if in the final half an hour of stream, if Phil hasn't hit $100 yet, somebody will come along and make sure he gets there with one tip. So there you go. Now, guys, a little surprise here. I am going to do some marbles. Now, we didn't win bingo, I know, but we're going to pick a very, very challenging track, and we're going to have 5 attempts at getting somebody to complete it. If somebody completes the very challenging track, then they get to win a prize because they deserve it. So give me a few give me a few minutes to set up the marbles game, and I'll BRB. Hopefully, it was somebody's lucky day. Well, that didn't take long, did it, guys? We are back here, and I just want to show you, just for the sake of clarity and full disclosure, we have 3 maps here made by the very sadistic Arthur UK. We've tried this good go one 10 times in total. Nobody's got to win it yet. We've tried the jumping jump one 10 times in total. Nobody's won it yet. So today we're going to be playing Super Troll Wormhole, which we've had 5 goes at so far. We're playing this game. We're playing this map. And we will have 5 goes to try and complete it. For Super Troll Wormhole. Brace yourselves. In case you can remember this one, it starts off with all the marbles at the top. They filter through here. They go down. They go down the middle. They filter through here. They go down here. And yeah, it's a bit fucking chaotic. I guess it's easy just to fucking show you guys. Let's just start the race. And here we go. Who's going to be the first one down there? Straight into the trap, straight away. It looks like little Shadow EX is leading the charge. Logan K right behind them. But they have this big bastard and ball going back and forth, which can throw people off very easily. Mind you, that's not for this part, it's for the part below. So they're fine. Everyone should be fine for the very first part here. And now Shadow EX has avoided the ball. Oh, some people are not been so lucky. Simple guy, Rev say, Pam Solo, all going down and down and down some more. Some people are falling off on the side here as well. On the lasers now, getting people. Meester's up there in contention, so it's Aiden K. Following little Shadow still. There's gaps in this track here, this could be very dangerous. This could be very dangerous. Little Shadow survives that. Everyone's building up now at the end here. As we go down, this very long shoot, everyone's going down off the edge. Agent Proper, you're down, no! Maybe next time, Agent Proper. If nobody wins, maybe next time. I'm not even sure where everyone else is. I think Prophet's in the top 10 up there. Purple Aki's there, Kulimp's there. People are falling off on the wayside. There's BR Joe and Dreaded End. We've been following Little Shadow EX from the very start, and they're still there. Little Shadow EX were following you the whole way, and still we are here. But Aiden K has a slight advantage as we now get to this part here, where we need to make sure the marbles go through a particular tube. Aiden K, Paul Flop, Naughty Fripples, Prophet's gone as well. But Little Shadow EX is still going. Can they get over to the left hand side here? They just about make it. Damien Anderson is ahead in first place. Little Shadow EX is second. And here we go down the way. It's a great exit for Little Shadow EX. We've been following. How in the hell have you actually picked the fucking best person to follow from the very get-go? But this is the part now. This is the part now. You need to snipe this. You need to snipe it. And you haven't done it. Little Shadow EX, you're down, sadly. You need to try and snipe this very narrow hole. This narrow tube. And the heart keeps going back and forth to stop people from getting there. Rybread is... Oh, I thought Rybread made it. Rybread almost made it. Support has been denied. Neo Judah and Aussie's Game Room also denied. We are down to our last 6 players. Elaine Wells and Charlie also don't make it. Sideshow Bob will next to try. But they're going a bit too fast, I think. Sideshow Bob made it! We get to follow Sideshow Bob so you can see exactly what's next. You need to time this perfectly. You need to have amazing RNG. And so far this is good RNG. But that wasn't good. This is not good at all. This could be worse though. Sideshow Bob might be able to fucking try again because I've gone for a portal. And so it brings them back all the way here. They are the last surviving player as well. So they went and fucking made that hole. That fucking sniped hole. They made that. All to fucking get sent back again and try again. You can see the other words, the hole are right there. No, they didn't get a chance. They got a very bad exit there, and that is the end of the first run. Unlucky Sideshow Bob. 1 down, 4 to go. 4 more attempts to go. But yeah, it is a very challenging course, as you can see, with a lot of dangers at every particular section. Apart from the very start, if somebody dies in this first part, then God help you. Who do we want to follow this time? Who do we want to follow? Steve Dead is there. Can we follow Steve? Let's follow Steve Dead. Big ups to Steve Dead, of course. He's still recovering, of course, from his very serious back surgery. It'll take him a long while to recover from that. Oh, there's... Oh, he just avoided the ball. Big massive ball knocking people asunder. Other people falling to their doom, as you can see, but Steve Dead just a bit avoided it. We all filter through here. The lasers are slicing everyone up. Steve Dead is getting knocked about here. You want to be as straight as possible here. And somebody actually helped him here. Somebody has helped him, I think. Oh, that's actually good news as well, I think. So, we are quite far behind. Look at this jam. Look at this fucking jam here. Agent Proper is still in contention. Big ups to them. We're still following Steve Dead. But here we fucking go. Down you go, down you go. There's so many people ahead here. But I don't care. I'm still following Steve. We'll follow Steve until we can follow him no more. Well, we can't follow him anymore, so automatically switch to Major to Tractor. I'm going to skip ahead, and we're Sclerotic. I was going to fucking follow Sclerotic, but they didn't make it. So who's first? Deadly Kaiser. Deadly Kaiser is first. We have 60 marbles alive as they drop down here. He might be here a while though. Some people might get a better exit. As everyone's catching up. Trinebear going to start there. Ula Pops, Alien, Gem R6, Hawk Swerver. And a Sideshow Bob again. Contention. As we go down the track here. Can people snipe it? Can anyone snipe us? No, nobody sniped it so far. Sideshow Bob, close but no cigar. Lassie Man, unlucky, not that time either. Can anyone get this? Can anyone get this? Still so many players alive. Purple Aki is now going to try. They missed. Aussie's Game Room. Nope. The Watch Prism hits the heart. Robovar also hits the heart. So getting close. Little Shadow EX. Unlucky. Damien Anderson will next to try. Oh, they were so close. Dark to the Flow. Unlucky. Johnny Chase is gone. Wilson Barbosa. Very close but unlucky. We're down to our final 10. 9 now. Dare Bear's up there. John Quincy picking a blanket. Braden Young. There's JR gone. There's John Quincy Adams gone. Sheeran Yorigami gone. So's Dare Bear. Braden Young. Oh, very close. Picking blanket. Pigs can't fly. Calvian in. Nope, nope. Just Dave is the last. Just Dave. Just dead. Unlucky, unlucky indeed. So that's attempt 2, I believe. No winners. We'll try for a third time. So we get 5 goes. 5 goes for somebody to try and finish the impossible race. Dare Bear with a very fast start. We'll follow Dare Bear. Good old Dare Bear. We'll follow them until we can follow no more. Need-Dog close behind in second place. Have a smashing day. And Cal V1N is there as well. This big ball is going to bar the fuck out of people. There we go. Hawkswervers and Profit's gone. And Lord Kumar and Carty Tarty. But yeah, the big ball of doom smashing the fuck out of people. And then the lasers. The lasers will claim many victims as well. And there we go. Oh, it's the humanity. It's terrible. Dare Bear got nuked. So now we're randomly following Steady Skyline because that's who the game picked me to follow next. So who's in first place? Tommy's done there, I think. Steve the Dead's in contention. There we go. Agent Proper has died, I think. Oh god damn it. Agent Proper's never gonna fucking win. Look at me. Am I alive? Am I dead? Am I here? I don't think I'm alive. And neither is Stupid or your ghost. Anyway, let's see who makes it over here. Have a smashing day. I've made it over safely. Gang of Wolves is okay, but Jim R6 is gone. Instead, Skyline's going to go down as well. That's not good news for you, pal. Let's all have a smashing day as they go down to this big drop. And they can try. They can try and snipe out the holes very quickly. Nah, they're going to be held up, I think. They're held up right a little bit. Diablo or Darkness saying this course is hard. It is meant to be hard. But that's what makes it all the more challenging and rewarding for when we complete it. This is possible. This is absolutely possible. Not for Have a Smashing Day. Mr. Unlucky. Junior Origami unlucky as well. Just Dave. Just Dave sniped it. But the timing, the timing's bad. The timing is bad. No, get saved. There we go. That saved him. The Guardians also made it. The timing's bad. No. 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 Damn, but 2 make it as well. 2 of them made it and they both fucking timed it poorly. Just RNG. Paul Flout. Oh, he looks like he's timed it well. He's not. He's been sent back. He's back up here with the plebs. Bump Justin Terptrichonis and Mob Mama. That's Jasper's Angels. Let's keep dying Jasper's Angels. Oh, that's a bad bump for them. Ooh, the heart denied. We're down to a final 5. Paul Flout. Unlucky. Mob Mama unlucky, the heart got in the way. Jasper's Angels. Remember, there are 8 different marbles of Jasper's Angels. Ooh, unlucky. Eric Reisner is the last one alive. It's all down to them. They're unlucky. They were very unlucky. They just clipped the edge of it and no more. I think we're down to our last 2 runs. We'll just get straight into it. I'm pretty sure I've only had 3 runs so far. So Dimmick is out the gates early on. We'll follow Dimmick. Toxic Charger's not far behind. 2 robust detractors neck and neck from the early stages. The big ball of doom. Oh, they slowed down and this could be very bad. Oh, Toxic Charger just got hit, but Dimmick survived. Oh, that was so close. Toxic Charger so unlucky. And Dimmick very lucky to narrowly avoid that. But then you got the laser show. All these lasers. Dimmick didn't escape that. We're now following Joker Bunny. I'm just looking at all the names of people that have died so far, and there's one more to add to the list. Joker Bunny is gone. I guess we can follow Jasper's Angels. Their marble is ahead of everyone else so far. It was. Now they're gone. They didn't fall out very smoothly. Brad Burning. Oops, don't I follow them? Try to follow Brad and it keeps fucking not letting me. Brad Burning, David and Jasper's Angels are the first marbles to reach this section here. And is Brad Burning lined up? He is not. Brad Burning is going to go falling down in between. That is so unlucky. Jasper's Angels though, they will survive. Aiden K lined up perfectly. Naughty Fripples, good exit for them. Jonathan J, not so much. Oof, Jesus Christ, man. Aiden K, let's follow Aiden K. Snipe it, snipe it. I want to see somebody just snipe. Go down straight away. Mr. Chips in first place. Bump Juices there as well. Big fucking cheater traded his Tim O'Toole's gone. Some guy named Steve's also gone. Oh, Aiden K made it, and we had a fucking fantastic angle to film it as well. But the timing is not great. The timing has gone wrong for them, and they're going to fucking get filtered through. And they're not even going to get to go through the portal. That is so unlucky. So unlucky. Lassie Man has made it. And their timing seems to be interesting, to say the least. It's not good time. Brian has also made it, but they're gonna die. They're gonna die. It's not fair. We are down to our final 2. Ian Sorare and Meester. Hey, Meester. Let's see how you do, pal. It's good. It's bad. And Ian Sorare died up there, so that is that run. Going to hell, and I guess we have one more attempt. I believe we have one more try to see if somebody can gain immortality and complete this extremely challenging course. So who do we want to follow this time? We'll follow Prophet. The perverted Canadian bald mad lad himself, Prophet. We'll follow Prophet until he fucking falls to his inevitable doom. So this is the top 10 we've got so far. Agent Proper's also going to be tension up there, so there we go. Agent Proper's still alive as well right now. They're all surviving right now, so far so good. Agent Proper in 9th place. They're in 10th place now, but they're still alive. That's the main thing, they're still alive. YG Opus is not alive. The Laser Light Show. We're following Prophet, and Prophet's still okay. Meester is up there again. Kyle Denson as well. Prophet's got a bump to the side, but he's okay. Other balls or other marbles are keep them right. And everyone's getting caught up there. Who's all alive? Prophet's still alive. Meester's well ahead in first place. Zero has fallen to our doom though. Unlucky for them. Karotic has gone by the wayside. Oh, Prophet. Yeah, fucking dafty. Why'd you fucking get yourself lasered? A dumbass. So, who's all doing what? Is Agent Proper still alive, or is he down? Oh, there's me. I can see my name.
Obviously, I need tips.
Let's see how my dumbass does.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips.
There I am.
To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal.
I'm gonna make it over, I think. I'm gonna make it over.
It would be great if we
And there I go.
maybe some contributions side with tips, if you can. Just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term, but right now
I'm still alive. Hooray.
the tips I'll have for my day.
Those people aren't.
Act like that, those toxic
Let's see Jim R6. Let's speed up now to the end here.
they're selfish
And see who makes this hole.
laugh on someone else's behalf and don't
Oh, Calvio and then so unlucky.
because they're all
The timing is just not there for people. Damn it, they've gone by the wayside. Baron one came.
being destroyed by that
The Baron's so unlucky. The Meester now trying his two, just going to fall short. Charlie falling short. Pick of the blanket.
This is all about what it's all
Unlucky.
me. I care about nothing in life.
Get out of my way, Gru.
Me.
Damn you, Gru.
Human.
Gru, fuck me over.
Kill yourself. Me.
Oh, goodness me.
I don't care.
So let's keep an eye on Clovis. Has he timed it right? Clovis, so the timing was pretty good. The angle was not.
And I have your address. I have all your fucking personal information.
Everyone falling by the wayside. We're down to a final 9 marbles here. Can anybody have one more serious go at this? Meowmix? They're unlucky. Let's see Kyle. They're unlucky. They were so unlucky. BST's up there. Lumen Marty. We have a challenger. How's the timing though? How's the timing? The timing might be good. Where's this going? Where's this going? The timing's good. If they can make it. The momentum's not there though. They're not going to make it. No! No!
About anyone telling me that I need to improve.
And I think it's not going to go left again. I think it's going to go to the right. Oh, you son of a bitch.
That's what this is all about and what it's always been.
Seriously? At least he fucking survived and I get to fucking try again. He's the last one alive as well. Son of a bitch though, you're so close.
Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself.
Nah, it's not a good exit. And that is that.
I don't care about
And by the way, people, in case you're wondering what happens if the tube's the right way. So once you go through there, you got to survive this little laser here, going down here, and you need to bounce off this perfectly and make it over here.
a family, right? Everything here is
You got this fucking thing up here blasting lasers at you.
why? Because I'm a positive person. That's why. I never would have gotten to where I am today if I just sat
So yeah.
constantly being negative, being angry, being upset.
We have not had anyone, I think, make it to this part yet.
Way to live. But these
People have made it to this part before, however, but I don't think that anyone's actually made it to this part.
have to hope
Because like, once you're here, I feel like you've won essentially. But I've not seen anyone test that yet. But I think it's like a kind of trampoline pad, you bounce over and then you land at the finish. But it was not to be. It is not impossible. I don't want to see that impossible fucking word appear. No. I refuse. I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
my post-nasal drip is going.
I'm going to do one more go of this, and then one more go of each of the other 2 maps we got saved. A little bit extra tonight, okay? Just a little bit extra. Because I want somebody to fucking win. We're going to do this one more time, and if nobody wins, we're going to try the other 2 courses one more time, so they're all even.
I got the drip go. I got the
I want to see some bastard win this fucking thing.
throw. Blow your nose.
Purpose is ahead.
Clear your throat. Please hit me.
We'll keep an eye on Purpose for now.
Nasal drip is a constant. It keeps going. It's like a faucet that's dripping. Damn.
We have fucking come across tough challenges before. Maps we thought were impossible. We've seen people crush. Oh, Purpose has been slowed down. That could be a very bad slow down for them. But the big ball has battered the fuck out of so many people. And people have gone flying by the wayside there. Oh, everyone's here. Everyone's fucking here, going through here. Hey, it's me! Purpose is still here and still alive. As am I.
Tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear. Like,
So many just fell to the side there.
dumb kid.
Ah, Purpose is gone. We're gonna follow BR Joe instead. I fucking died as well, son of a bitch. And so did BR Joe. Agent Proper's down as well. God damn.
Today, many years later,
Can you all stop fucking dying?
that is for certain.
Silent weapons.
It is certain. It is certain.
Whoops, don't I follow him? He's dead. Oh, so's he. So much death and destruction. Fucking far did I hold in? Right. This is first place right now. All these people are first place. That's a good little roll there, it looks like. For a Whale Islander, Silent Weapons is through as well. Tommy's through. Carter Tarty. Mokiness is okay.
Alcoholic, right? Drinking liquor.
Are they lined up okay though? Tommy wasn't over far enough.
Contributes a very large contribution. I will take a shot of a special liquor that I have not revealed yet.
So the big drop comes through. Still haven't seen anyone snipe the shit. I just want to see somebody shoot right through and fucking get the gap immediately. Whale Islander comes up short. Carter Tarty's gonna come up short as well. Mokiness, unlucky. Silent Weapons, unlucky. So many people still alive. Well, these fucking guys aren't. Oh, it's so unlucky. It's such a tough course. It's such a tough... Torment! Torment! So unlucky, but Wolf of Midnight. Hold on. Wolf of Midnight I thought were inside the tube, but I think they landed on top of it and rode along it. They almost survived. They rode along that tube. They went inside it. I've never seen that before. I've never seen somebody actually fucking land on a tube and ride it for part of the fucking way. That was almost an insane trick shot. I don't know why a speed boost. Why is a speed boost here? Arcestus has made it though. The timing is not fantastic, but they might get away with it. I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to be okay. They are not going to be okay. I guess we're following Ranger, our last survivor. And they're fucked. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to try the 2 other maps instead then. Right. Press menu. And let's check our favourites again. So we've tried that one 11 times. Let's do one of each. One of each for these. So we'll do jumpy jump and jump first. I'm gonna do this one time. One and done. Here we go. Some guy named Steve with the airline lead. He's been held up though, he's been caught inside as well. Ice bread is miles ahead.
What does the sugar do in the sauce?
As contrast, if you don't, it's all gonna be tartness.
Oh, some people have fallen down by the side. Ice bread got a bit unlucky. They survived.
Tart and its acid and nothing else.
The people that stayed up top have a big lead though. They don't need to worry about that little funnel going around in circles. And Kyle is a good run, but I was going to say if they hit the speed boosts, they are done for. Those speed boosts are brutal, as you can see. Clovis though, I've survived the speed boosts. So we'll follow Clovis for now. As they go through the funnel. Now this is the part here. This is the part that gets everyone. You need to get sent through that cannon and you need to land here perfectly. Sometimes you may get lucky in your failed attempts and you might go through one of these portals and try again. But this is the hole that people are aiming for from that massive fucking cannon. And most people don't get to fucking make it through the hole. Most fail. JR's gone flying, but they're doomed. They're dead. We'll just keep an eye on this particular ominous hole of doom. Heather! Have you made it? No, not you, Heather. Heather made it. Holy crap, Heather has a chance. This is a very strange effect. That'll make you float for a little bit, that block. You want to bounce down a way. This is a good run. Please don't hit that. Okay. Heather, you're doing well. Whoever might fucking do this. It needs to be timed perfectly. I don't think they've got it timed perfectly. No, 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 no. They would have fallen short anyway, I think. Even if it was lined up, I think they would have fallen a bit short. Unlucky Heather. Good try, though. Ever with a very good attempt. But we'll go back to the race menu. And we will try the other map we have saved, which is Good Goal. And this will be the very final marbles map. If we get it here, cool. If we don't, then as always, next time. So all the marbles go down the slope. They funnel the way down here. Yeah, you might recognise this from last time we done marbles. I went and done this 5 different times the previous time. It's a tough one. No, many people are falling already. But we'll keep an eye on Neo Judah. Remember, the left hand side seems to be better. Also seems a bit strange though, you see people falling randomly. The left hand side though seems to be better overall, because some people can skip that bowl and just go straight on forward. But so many people are dying, as you can see. So you need to bounce on us 3 different times. You need to make sure you don't overshoot the last platform as well. What you want to have happen is bounce off each platform and then bounce off the heart and land over on the right hand side. As you can see, most people are overshooting the 3rd platform. But I think everyone just died. Nope. They have now though. As the last one, I think. No, that is a terrible attempt. Oh, that not one person made it. Usually we get like 1 person or 2 people, some people making it over here and they go down here and this very final section, or not 1 person fucking made it. There's a whole other section people didn't get to fucking see, for God's sake. I like how a death counter is still updating on the right hand side of the screen. Jesus, man. Very challenging track indeed, as you guys can see. But yeah. Oh well, it's not to be. It's not to be, so I'm going to call it quits there. A while ago, we gave it our best shot. I even done extra just because I wanted to give us all a chance, but it was not to be. We are just returned in time for feeding time at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. The otters are getting fed. It's so goddamn cute and wholesome. Okay guys, I am going to call it quits for today. That's going to bring into bingo. Sadly we didn't get a full house. There is always Sunday though. I'll be back on with bingo on Sunday. A Hogmanay special for the very final stream of 2023. Feel free to join me for some robust bingo antics on Sunday if you wish to join me for then. And guys, thank you very much for keeping me writing the cards. Thank you very much for keeping things and, you know, making sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you for the support as well and the contributions. I do appreciate it. Remember, I'm going to end how I always end these bingo streams. That bitch is stealing that otter. I just realised that bitch is stealing that otter. Don't you fucking dare take that otter away. Interrupting me in my fucking segment just because you're trying to fucking kidnap an otter. Someone stop that fucker. Anyway, I'm going to end how it always ends by playing notorious PIG contributions made by supremely talented Pixar Animations. But guys, until next time, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your Saturday as well. I'll be back on Sunday, but until then guys, enjoy the final few days of 2023 and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money, when you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.